Ashland's up to 6th in the country.
All right, we are live.
All right.
So give me a second. Stream health looks good.
Good, how are you?
All right, Jeff, we're going live.
All right.
All right, welcome in high school football fans. It is week 9 of the season. We are at Fultz Stadium in East Canton, Osnaburg Township, for the East Canton Hornets, welcoming in the Buckeye Trail Warriors, an IVC North matchup. East Canton coming in at 4-4. Buckeye Trail coming in at 2-6. This is an audio-only broadcast. We are located next to the East Canton coaches, so if you hear anything in the background throughout the game, that's what you're going to hear. Drew Sarachman here with Jeff Tyler on the Stark Media Team YouTube stream game of the week. Check us out on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. What else we got? Our YouTube page. Subscribe to that.
Yep.
Twitter. We've got 3 games tonight on Stark Media. We've got 99.7 FM, and that is TJ Downing and Jim Ballard. And I believe they are, where are they at tonight, Jeff?
Let me look here.
I just forgot for some reason. Bear with us.
They are, I'd say, so TJ is...
They're at Hoover and Green.
Yep.
So 99.7 FM if you need to check in on Hoover and Green. You can also check them out on the iHeart Radio app. Sam Berkwin and Jeff Shreve on Rock 106.9 are at Jackson for the Canton Central Catholic Crusaders versus the Jackson Polar Bears. And that is actually the Cleveland Browns game of the week in Northeast Ohio. So if you need updates on those, check them out. We will try to update you on scores as the night goes along. We are just about 10 minutes from kickoff here at Fultz Stadium in East Canton. We're going to go through a few of our sponsors. We're going to preview the game, and we'll get you all the action here in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, so first, our title sponsor, C.H. Valos and Associates. They're in North Canton. Also, Kishman's Fresh Market. They have 2 locations. They are in both Minerva and Malvern. Simon Says Promotions. They are located at 256 Erie Street South. There are a ton of companies underneath there. We'll go through those here in a little bit. And then McNeil & Sons Tree Service. They're located in Portage Lakes. Spirit of Stark has sponsored our Red Zone Alert, so hopefully you hear a lot of that this evening and we'll give you those updates. Then we'll discuss Leatherneck Nation here in a little bit. Finally, HereOhio.com is sponsoring the player of the game for us, so by the end of the night, Drew and myself will put 2 heads together and figure out who is the player of the game there. And then finally, the Quarry. and an event center. Golf course, event center, gorgeous place to play golf. If you've never been there, very difficult course, gorgeous place to eat, hang out on the patios, good stuff there. Drew, I think you've got a couple.
Yep, St. Joe's Care Center and Senior Living, located over here in Louisville. They've got great senior living options, a variety of different options there. So if you're in that situation, make sure you give them a call. Ben Wallenberg, gourmet chocolates, freshly roasted nuts, down in Canton, across from Stadium Park. So give them a call. He'll do orders. You can visit his website at bwchocolates.com as well. This game tonight is an IVC North matchup. As you'll see on the screen there, we've got the IVC North standings up. And, Newcomerstown is in first place, 3-0 in conference, 6-2 overall. They're having a great season. A couple down years they've had, but it's been a while since they've been in first place. And then three-way tie in the league for second place. It's Malvern, 2-1 in conference, 6-2 overall. These East Canton Hornets at 2-1, 4-4 overall. And these Buckeye Trail Warriors at 2-1, 2-6 overall. Third place, tied for first place, is Tuskegee Central Catholic and Strasburg, both at 0-3 in the league. And 2-6 for Tuskegee Central overall. Strasburg yet to win a contest. So big ramifications for the league standings in this game tonight. If East Canton wins this game, Newcomerstown will be the North champion. If Buckeye Trail wins, it sets up a Buckeye Trail versus Newcomerstown game next week for the title. If Buckeye Trail wins, they're in a three-way tie with Malvern. Buckeye Trail loses to Newcomerstown next week. Newcomerstown's the outright winner. So a lot of IVC North ramifications in this. Both teams trying to vie for the playoffs here. And we've got the playoff rankings up. Of course, the East Canton Hornets in Division 7, Region 25. You'll see them down here at 15th right now. The top 16 seeds will make the playoffs. So for tonight, for East Canton, big matchup with Malvern next week. But they can punch their ticket to the playoffs with a win here tonight over Buckeye Trail. For Buckeye Trail, their playoff hopes are a little bit more lengthy in Division 6, Region 23. Not as many teams in that region. However, they're going to have to win the next 2 weeks if they want to get into the playoffs. Just quickly, we are about 5.5 minutes of games time. Each week Stark Media Team releases our power rankings of everyone on the team. So Jeff's just real quick going to go through his, and then I'll go through mine before we get into the Leathernecks Nation injury report and our preview of tonight's game.
Yeah, so my top 10 here, starting out in the 10th spot. It's the first time I've had Central Catholic in the top 10 for quite a while. They've been kind of hanging around 11 or 12 range for me, but finally, with some of the other multiple losses there in our top 10, had to put them in there. So they're at 10. 9 is Jackson. They've been the anomaly for me all year. They're about every other week getting a W. So they're 4-4 coming into this. So still in my top 10 with who they play, strength of schedule, and then Northwest. Definitely a good club. They beat some good teams, so they're up there as well. Fairless 7, my alma mater. Proud of them this year. They dropped 2 in a row there, but they got back in the win column last week. But their 2 losses were a total of 3 points on their loss, and they were playing good teams. So keeping them in the top 10. Number 6 is Alliance. We saw them play. Really good team. Look for them to do some damage in the playoffs. And then Canton South, they were able to beat both Fairless and CVCA, so real solid team there. So they've squeaked into the top 10, and they're up for me that week. Lake has stayed stagnant for me. They were 4th last week, kept them at 4 this week. And who leapfrogged them for me is 2 teams. I know most of my partners here have McKinley at 2. I've got them at 3. With the 1-loss West Branch team, I got to keep them up there.
That was an impressive win by West Branch last week over Alliance.
Yeah, and that quarterback is no joke. They're going to go pretty far on that arm.
Drew Shields, he's got 30 touchdowns, 1 interception. That's unreal.
And I saw the actual interception was this past week, so he went almost 8 full weeks without a pick, throwing a lot. And the interception was an incredible catch too. So it's not like it was a poor read or anything. And then, of course, Massillon's in a league of their own. It won, lost to probably one of the top 10 teams in the nation and knocked off number one in the state of Ohio. So,
yeah, for me, I've got Fairless at 10. A couple tough losses in a row, but then they rebounded last week. Canton Central Catholic at 9. They do have a tall task this week against Jackson. Canton South at 8. Kind of under the radar until you see them. They throw a lot of points on the board.
mm-hmm.
At 7, the Hoover Viking team, they're solid. They're not good. They're not bad.
Right.
They're just solid.
And that's, I think, what kept them out for me. It was just kind of right in the middle.
Yeah. So, at 6, we've got Jackson. 5, Alliance. 4, West Branch. 3, Lake. 2, McKinley. And 1, Massillon. It's going to bring us to our Leathernecks Nation MC injury report. We're about 2.5 minutes from kickoff, and Jeff is going to talk to you about Leathernecks Nation in their big event tomorrow night, right?
Don't call them Leatherheads. You might get beat up for that
one.
With these guys. So they do sponsor our injury report, Leathernecks Nation MC. It's the Medusa chapter in Canton. What they do is it's just veterans helping veterans. That's their main mission. The Medusa chapter supports local veteran charities in and around Stark County, like the 22 organization fighting veteran suicides, along with Sam Center in Massillon. They cannot do it alone, so stop out October 15th. I've been saying October 15th for a long time, so this is tomorrow night from 3 to 9. It's an annual Halloween party. Come dressed up, have a good time. Located at the VFW on Mahoning Road in Canton. Check out all the details, including food, drinks, raffle items, live music on their website, www.medusalnmc.com, or on their Facebook page, Leathernecks Nation Medusa Chapter. Donations are accepted at any time at the door. A large portion of these proceeds go to helping these local charities. Raffle tickets are only $10, and you win some really, really cool stuff. I actually picked a couple up for myself. They look forward to your support. Semper Fi. We are about a minute away from kickoff here.
Yeah, so the only injury that we have to talk about, Jake McCullough was out the last 2 weeks. He will play tonight, 4-year starter, first team all IVC for East Canton, Mr. Everything. He plays a little bit of running back, a little bit of linebacker, a lot of linebacker. He's got 600 total yards on the season, accounted for 8 touchdowns. So great for the Hornets to have Jake McCullough back tonight. Besides that, we look pretty healthy. As far as this game goes and kind of keys to the game here, for East Canton, I think it's going to be dealing with the physicality of this Buckeye Trail team. The quarterback for Buckeye Trail, Nick Newhart, is who makes this team go. They've got a big play threat in number 34, Cohen Egan. But it's just going to be dealing with the physicality. And East Canton, spread the ball around. You had some young guys carry the ball the last couple weeks. Hopefully that gave them some experience. Brendan Betts, quarterback's been good for them all year. Over 1,200 yards passing, 9 touchdowns, 370 yards rushing, 6 touchdowns. So, do what you do on offense. Don't turn the ball over and meet this Buckeye Trails team's physicality. And I think East Canton will be all right.
Yeah, so back on to receive the kick for East Canton is, Lucas McCauley, number 30. We're going to call his name out quite a bit this evening. And on to kick is number 51, Cameron Smith. So we are about ready here, folks. We got a real bunched set here on the kickoff.
Yeah, so they kind of do a fake the onside thing, and just to make sure you're paying attention.
So 12 minutes on the clock here, folks. Here's leather on leather. Here's the kick. It's away. It's a low one. Line drive over his head. He's running back to get it. He fields it at the 5, running to the 10, 12, 15, making a couple guys miss, made another guy miss. Long run all the way down to the 16-yard line after that catch. It's going to bring up 1st and 10 for East Canton.
Yeah, and East Canton, like we said, is led by quarterback Brendan Betts, the 6'2", 190-pound junior will come out. And like we said, Jake McCullough is back in action for the Hornets tonight.
So the East Canton Hornets are in their color rush uniforms. look real sweet. All blue helmets, yellow face masks, blue tops, blue bottoms, white letters, yellow stripe down the side, and Buckeye is in all whites top to bottom with actually gray lower pants. So
spread set.
3 left, trips left, single right, man in motion left to right. We're going left to right on your dial here. Here's the snap, quick handoff. He's up the middle. He's running to the right to the 15, hit it to 18, made a couple guys miss again, got to the 20-yard line. Going to bring up, looks like 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, and that was Jake McCullough. No hesitation getting him back in the action. They give him the ball on the first play.
He was a little bit banged up before this week, right, Drew?
Yeah, he's been out the past 2 weeks. He's, like we said, he's a 4-year starter. I actually remember my last year coaching. I was the offense coordinator at Aquinas, and he was starting at linebacker, second game of his freshman year, and played pretty well.
So we're back in action here. Trips left, single right, single back, off his left hip of the quarterback. Brennan Betts in the snap. Drops back, looks right, rolls back to the left. Looking downfield, nobody. He's going to tuck it and run. He's got about 2 yards on that. Going to bring up 3rd down and 3.
Not the exact outcome they wanted, but 3rd and short. Anytime you can be in 3rd and short, 3rd and 4 or less, it's going to be a good night for you offensively. So we'll see what Coach Spidermiller in his 10th year, I believe, at East Canton's got dialed up on this 3rd down play.
And Toby Schrader has just checked into the game for East Canton. 11:01 on the clock here in the first quarter. Thanks for joining us. The Stark Media Game of the Week on YouTube with Drew and Jeff. Looks like a pretty full crowd here on both sides. We've got single left, trips right, shotgun formation. We've got the running back, Jake McCall, and we got a false start on East Canton.
That's not ideal.
It was Dylan Anderson on a false start.
We're in the box with the East Canton coaches. They don't have to be as quiet as they are right now. They're not going to bother us. I've been there before.
11:01 on the clock, first quarter. Beautiful night here, folks, especially for Week 9 in Ohio playing football. We haven't seen rain yet, Drew. We haven't seen any snow.
Yeah, don't jinx us. I know.
A little bit of drizzle. So 11:01 here on the clock, 3rd and 8 now after that penalty. Same formation, trips right, single left, single back off the right hip of the quarterback. Here's a snap. He drops back. He hands it off, and they're running right off tackle left, and he's got room to run. He's got a 1st down.
Yep. Nice push up front by the offensive line there. They locked on. One important thing for offensive lines, it's not just getting off the ball, but it's your ability to sustain your block down the field. That's what springs those 1st down runs, and that's exactly what East Canton did right there.
So 10:50 and counting. 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Pairs left this time, pairs right. Shotgun formation. Pretty much everybody's running shotgun formation anymore, Drew. Not a whole lot of under center, right?
Yeah.
Here's a drop back. He's looking right, throwing right. Got a man open. He fell down, but he still caught the ball at the 39-yard line. Going to be, looks like another 1st down for East Canton.
Yeah, nice strong throw there by Betts. Hit his leading receiver, Toby Schrader, there. He slipped, made the catch on the hitch, able to pull it in for the 1st down, though.
10:23 and counting. East Canton taking their time, getting the plays in, moving the ball. Ten and counting here. No score on the clock. Quick handoff, running left. Not much of a hole, but he made one himself, and he got 3 or 4 yards out of that one before his forward progress was stopped.
Yeah, nice tough run by McCullough. They asked him to do a lot of the dirty work at linebacker and at running back. Not an overly sized guy. He looks about the same size he was when he was a freshman. He is. I saw him down the field. He is a muscular kid, but he's not your 190-pound running backs like you're going to see nowadays a lot.
9:38 and counting. 2nd and 5. Here come the all-blue Hornets. Their uniforms look pretty sweet. I wish they would do the color rush every week in the NFL also. Got trips left this time. Single right, single back. Here's a snap, quick. Oh, looks like a broken play. He's making something happen. He's running around, running to the right, throwing right, possibly. Nope, he kept it. Just ran out of bounds and got a yard.
Good decision there by Betts not to force anything. The receivers actually did a pretty good job on the scramble drill. Sometimes when your quarterback gets out of the pocket, those receivers get lost. They did a good job working back, but Buckeye Trail defensive backs did a good job staying with him. So we'll live to fight another down here, and that'll bring up 3rd and long for the Hornets.
9:14 left. The clock has stopped. 3rd and 10. 9:14 left here in the first quarter. No score yet. We've got trips left, single right, single back. And it is actually Ollie Schrader there in the backfield. Drops back, looking right, nothing. Goes through his progression. He's running forward. He's got room to run. Quarterback took off, got hit at the 44-yard line, taken down, and there's a flag down. I'm going to guess that looked like a face mask.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as he was going down, he grabbed him right around the neck. That's going to be a first down for East Canton. So it looks like Buckeye Trail might just be staying in cover 3 here against the Trips. May open up some things up the seam later in the game for East Canton.
And it was a face mask. They're going to be a first down East Canton, and they're going to move into Buckeye Trail territory. 9:06 on the clock. 1st and 10, no score here in the first quarter.
We've got our first score update of the night, brought to you by the Quarry Golf Course and Events Center. It is 7-0 North Canton Hoover over Green. First play of the game, pick 6 for Hoover.
Wow. So we're back in action, 1st and 10, trips left, single right, single back. It's Jake McCullough back in the game, and he's running to the right. He's got room to run, made a guy miss, bounced it outside, almost a horse collar, but he ran through it all the way down to the 27-yard line, another first down East Canton.
Yeah, McCullough runs hard, but the offensive line, did a great job running their feet there, like we said earlier, sustaining those blocks, and even getting to the second level. They get a little chip on number 50, the linebacker there, to spring McCullough as well.
The clock is still running. He looked like he ran out of bounds, but the clock is running at 8:35. It's 1st and 10.
Nice opening drive by the Hornets.
Look very patient at the moment, taking their time, getting the plays in. Got pairs left, pairs right. Got McCall off the left hip of the quarterback. Here's a snap. He drops back. He's looking left. Throw to the running back out of the backfield. Made one heck of an effort, but came down without the ball, and he's actually hurt.
And that's not what you want to see.
He went right away, reached for his wrist right away. It's going to be the Leathernecks Nation injury update here. Hopefully he's all right. I think that's Jake McCullough.
Yeah, it is. And that was a nice play design. So they just kind of ran the snag concept, trying to get that flat defender to choose which way to go. They ran the hitch to the inside and the speed out of the backfield. Tried to get it to McCullough out of the backfield. The pass was a little bit high. He went up and got it, came down. Looks like he landed on maybe a wrist or shoulder. So hopefully he'll be all right. But this is our first Leathernecks Nation injury report of the game.
Again, folks, I'm going to remind you about what they have going on tomorrow night on October 15th. From 3 to 9 o'clock is their Halloween party. All the money, all the donations they take in, all the raffles they do is supporting veterans, helping them with suicide. And we know that's a problem right now, so they're doing their part, but they can't do it alone. Please join them. Raffle tickets are only $10, and pretty amazing things that you're in that raffle for. So it looks like Jake is walking off. We can't tell if it's a wrist or a shoulder, but he's holding his wrist pretty hard.
Yeah,
so
it's not what you want to see. He was out the past 2 games with injury, come back, running really hard for East Canton. But now, they're going to have to turn to some guys that carried the ball the past couple weeks. They had a freshman and a sophomore carrying the ball, and it looks like it's going to be number 20 stepping in at running back.
Dylan Anderson.
And that is the freshman, Dylan Anderson, 5'9", 140 pounds.
So Brennan Betts in the shotgun. We got trips right again to the short side. Single left, drop back. He's looking right, going, and he steps up in the pocket, makes a throw. Great ball dropped at the 15-yard line. Had him open.
Yeah, so, they put the trips to the boundary there. It looks like the speedster for Buckeye Trail, Cohen Egan, is going to travel to the single receiver each side. He went across the field there. The slant route looks pretty open right now if they come back to that same set with the trips to the boundary. But it will bring up 3rd and 10.
Clock stopped on the incomplete pass, 8:06. Left in the first quarter.
Little bunch trips action here. Maybe we'll get a wheel route or something.
Trips left, single right. Running back off the left hip. Here's the snap. He drops back, throws immediately to the left side of the field.
Screen.
Completed screen and swallowed up by multiple defenders over there. It was number 2 on the tackle there. Braden Williams for Buckeye.
Yeah, East Canton just tried to get it out real quick into the flats, maybe get half of it to make a manageable fourth down. But now it's going to bring up 4th and 12 after the good defensive stop.
So it looks like they're keeping the offense on the field here. They're going to go for this on 4th and 12 at the Buckeyes 30-yard line. Dylan Snyder is now taken over at running back with the injury for Jake McCullough. And he is a freshman. We got the same formation, trips right, single left. We're going left to right on your dial here. He drops back. He's looking to the right. He's got
blitz,
nothing.
But it was picked up.
He's running to the right side. He's got nothing. He's looking downfield. He throws it deep, and it is a 50-50 ball, and it's picked off at the 6-yard line. He's running the ball back. He's bouncing all over the place. He's running to the right side of the field. The Buckeye Trail guy goes down at the 12-yard line, and there are multiple flags on the field.
And that was someone who we talked about before the game. That was number 34, Cohen Egan on the interception. The speedster, big play kid for Buckeye Trail there. He does have some return touchdowns this year. He's got a few long touchdowns. He's got the most receiving touchdowns for the team as well. And we talked about it. You know, he's kind of traveling. You know, not sure if he's covering one single receiver, but he's moving back and forth in the defensive backfield.
So there's a block in the back, and it looks like half the distance. They're going to take over 1st and 10 Buckeye Trail at their own 5-yard line. And, Drew, you know, it was a 4th and 12 situation. You don't really hate a interception at that point. He took a chance. It's as good as a punt, right? I mean, they picked it off at the 5-yard line. So,
yeah, I mean, I think if he throws that ball a little bit sooner, he's got an opportunity to complete it. But, you know, it's tough. When you're scrambling, you got to be able to get going downhill there so you can get enough on that ball.
So now here comes the offense for Buckeye Trail. They've got Deuce's left, hand off to the right-hand side. He's running. He got hit at the line of scrimmage and got a couple yards out of that. That was number 7, Charlie Perry for Buckeye Trail. Going to bring up 2nd down, and it looks like 8 yards.
Yeah, Charlie Perry's got 400 yards rushing on the season, 3 touchdowns. He's also the leading tackler on defense and leads the team in interceptions. So he's kind of a do-it-all kid for the Warriors there. But
little Swiss Army knife.
Yep. So
6:31 here.
Yeah, Buckeye Trail kind of runs like a little flex bone action. Sometimes you'll see double wing. This time we got single wing with 2 receivers.
He drops back, and he is looking to throw, and he throws into flats, and it's tipped and almost picked off and dropped at the 16-yard line. It's an incomplete pass. There is a flag on the field.
Yeah, and that was number 8, Ollie Schrader, almost getting the interceptions on the deflected pass by Buckeye Trail. They were trying to get it out to Egan in the flats. Went off his hands. Ollie Schrader almost came up with the interception. So now it's going to be 3rd and long in the shadows of their own goalpost.
I think that penalty was a sideline warning on East Canton.
That's all right.
So it's 6:18 left in the first quarter. 2nd down and 7 for Buckeye Trail.
I've had a sideline warning or 2.
I'll bet you have, Drew. I bet there might even have been a couple.
1 penalty. No, 2. I've received 2 on my.
So Deuce's left is a quarterback keeper up the middle. He's just running, trying to get the yards. He gets hit and pushed back. I think he got a couple yards there before. I think it's going to bring up, looks like 3rd down and 3 or 4.
It's going to bring up 4th down because the sideline warning wasn't it was a dead ball.
Okay.
But that was, quarterback Nick Newhart, first team All IVC last year. He's got 1,000 total yards and 12 touchdowns. East Canton talked about before the game. They got to hold him down. They did just that. So after the turnover, they're going to get the ball back, good field position.
Here's the punt for Mason Todd. It's a short one, slight shank to the right, all the way down to the 34-yard line. So East Canton's their second possession. They're going to have great field position, 1st and 10 at Buckeye Trail's 34-yard line. C.H. Vallis and Associates, they're at 1302 South Main Street, North Canton. Home, auto, life insurance, financial needs, 330-494-2776.
Another score update brought to you by the Quarry. It is now 7-7 up in North Canton. Green gets on the board with a rushing touchdown.
Wow.
It's their first of the year, I think.
Had to be a QB keeper, huh?
Yeah, it was a handoff.
Oh, I didn't know they had a running back on that line in the squad. So it's 5:38 to play. First quarter, it's 1st and 10. Here comes East Canton's second possession. Great field position. Deuce's left, pairs right, single backfield, drops back, looking to run. He's got nothing. He just tucks it and runs, and he's got a few yards out of it, getting chased down to the 24-yard line. Going to bring up 2nd down and 6 for East Canton.
Yeah, Brennan Betts, was calm in that pocket, calm feet, stepped up once he felt the pressure, didn't see anything open. They're in trips there trying to throw into the long part of the field. I think he was worried about that flat defender that was there in the alley. So that'll bring up 2nd and manageable, though, for East Canton.
5:08 in the first quarter and counting, 2nd and 6. 5:01 and counting here at Fultz Stadium in East Canton. First time I've called a game here. It's a great stadium.
Beautiful small school stadium. Great community support always.
We got trips right again, single left, drops back. It's just a QB keeper. He's running up the middle, and he got swarmed immediately. No gain, going to be 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, it just looked like some sort of zone blocking there, and they try to, get the quarterback to sneak up there. But, yeah, like you said, 3rd and 6. So first good opening drive for East Canton, but the offense definitely doesn't look the same without McCullough running the ball up in there hard.
It looks like Dylan Stouffer is also a running back. He stepped in, but they got him at a wideout, so it's pairs left, pairs right. We still got Dylan Anderson in the backfield with Brennan Betts. Here's the snap. He drops back. He's looking right, got pressure up the middle, threw a nice screen off the left, got completed pass running down to the 15-yard line. I think he's got the 1st down and a couple more.
Yeah, I think they're going to hit him with a legal man downfield. The receiver got a little bit too far upfield before he came back. If that pass is behind the line of scrimmage, it's not going to matter, but we'll see what they call here. Well, they're called blocking the back. So
okay.
That's just as bad for East Canton.
So it's going to bring East Canton back. It's going to be now 3rd and 11 after that.
Should be. I don't know. I don't know. The lineman's out there. He kind of went chest to chest on him. I don't know if that's a block in the back. Like I said, I could have seen a legal man downfield, but
right. So it's actually going to be 3rd and 16 now. 4:05 on the clock. East Canton's 2nd possession of the game. They've looked pretty poised. They've moved the ball. They started this possession with great field position. We got trips right, single left. We still got Anderson in the backfield with Betts as a quarterback. He's in the shotgun. He's looking to the sideline, bringing another play in here. Here's the snap. He drops back. He's looking downfield, got nothing. Flushed out to the left. He's running, made a guy miss, got back to the line of scrimmage, and a couple more. So it's going to be 4th down and 8.
Yeah, he got back to the original line of scrimmage there. Ran kind of a little mesh concept there, crossers.
So spotted a little bit further back than I thought. Going to be 4th and 10.
That's about right where they had their last 4th down at.
Yeah. 4th and 10 at the 27-yard line. They are in Buckeye Trail territory.
And East Canton really dominating time of possession so far in this game.
Absolutely. You and I are used to 3-hour games, Drew. These
we usually
last week was quick.
We usually have the longest game in Stark County every week, but
last week was only about 2 hours, 2:15, I think.
Yeah.
That was the quickest one of the year for us. We got a little discussion going on here with the officials and Coach Miller for East Canton. 4:05, the clock stopped. Not sure what the delay here is, folks.
I think they're going to fix the game clock.
While we're waiting, I'm going to thank Kishman's Fresh Market. They're located both in Minerva and Malvern. Simon Says Promotions. Underneath them is Copeland Paints, Brooklyn Rio Photography, Studio Vibes, and several more we'll get to. We're almost back in action here. 3:57 on the clock, 4th and 9 for East Canton. Trips right, single left. Anderson in the backfield. Hard count, drops back, got the snap. He's looking deep. He's throwing a post over the middle, and he threw it behind him. Incomplete pass, turnover on downs.
So they ran a little mesh route to draw the linebackers up, a post deep to keep the safety, and a crosser at about 15 yards. Ball, he was wide open, great play call. Betts just put it a little bit behind him. So the Warriors will take over for the 2nd time on 4th down.
We've got an update on the Fairless game. Fairless is up 14-0 here in the first quarter. So at a turnover on downs, there's 3:50 to play in the first quarter. It's 1st and 10 Buckeye Trail on their own 26-yard line. We're going to be calling run plays for the most part this evening with them. They usually run it, 5 to 8 times a game.
Or only throw it 5 days.
Oh, that's what I meant. Sorry about that. Hand off to the right. He's running. He made a guy miss, and he's got 6-7 yards and still moving his feet clear down. Got him 8 out of that. So it's going to be second down and 2.
And that was Charlie Parry again.
Tall running back. 3:40 clock is running. First quarter.
And we've got an IVC North score updated as Newcomerstown 8, Strasburg 0.
Okay, so we're back in action here. We've got trips left this time. Empty backfield. Single right. Shotgun. Drops back. It's a QB keeper. He's running. He's just going right. He's got a first down and a couple more. Lowered his head. Got hit hard at the 39-yard lines. Out of bounds. The clock stopped. Got to be first and 10.
So that, with the running ability of Newhart, that's a tough formation to defend. Empty with the tight end as well, so you want to keep at least 7 in the box. But, could open up some things for the passing game. But Newhart, just keeps it and runs right there.
Got another scoring update. McKinley 14, Glen Oak 0. Not much of a surprise there for us.
No.
3:14, first and 10. He got a quick throw to the left. It's completed. He's running, got room to run, made a guy miss all the way to the 49-yard line, tackled, and it may be another first down, and it is.
Yeah, and that's a nice play call there out of Buckeye Trail. Swung the running back to the trips. East Canton had 3 guys out there. They just went up, got in their way a little bit, a lot of space, and Parry did a great job picking up the first down.
Looks like Charlie Perry's a big part of their offense, either running or
it's actually
receiving.
going to be 2nd and 1.
So 2nd and 1, trips right this time. Empty backfield again. Shotgun. He drops back, and he's running immediately. Stepped over a guy. The guy fell on the ground, almost made the tackle. Swarmed by a bunch of Hornets at the 40. No first down. He actually lost a 1 there, I think.
Yeah, great job there by the East Canton defense. Although he got the first down, they went empty. They ran quarterback power to the weak side, had someone, kind of like a fullback kind of split back between the tackle and tight end. They got right underneath the kick-out block. The pull wasn't successful, and they kind of stuff it for a 1-yard gain.
So 2:20 and counting. First and 10. They gave him a first down on that, Drew. Didn't think he got there.
Yeah, it was only about a yard. It was close.
So single left, single right. 1 in the backfield, drops back looking, and he's taking off running again. And he got sacked in the backfield at the 46-yard line with 2 minutes to play.
That's 2 straight great plays there by East Canton, number 30, Lucas McCauley, the junior. Wide receiver, linebacker, not an oversized guy, but he got in there on the play before, stopped the power, then gets the pressure there and brings the quarterback down for a sack.
So it's going to bring up 2nd and 13 after that sack. Huddle breaks. 1:31 and counting. In the first quarter, we got no score. We got a man in motion running, and it's a toss to the right. He's running right. He cut it back up the middle, cut it back to the right, got swarmed again by a whole hornet's nest.
You know what? And that was McCauley again, number 30 out there. Kept the edge, made him turn it back up in where the rest of his help was to the defense. East Canton's getting 11 hats to the ball right now, and that's going to bring up 3rd and long for the Warriors.
So they're putting some guys in motion, doing some creative things off of it, but the defense of East Canton has been there every time.
Yeah, they're doing, like I said, they're doing a great job running to the football, and that's what you got to do. A team that's giving you a bunch of different looks.
Pairs left, single right, single back, shotgun formation. He drops back. He's looking left. He's a left-handed quarterback. He's throwing left, completed at the 49-yard line of East Canton, but that's going to bring up 4th down in about 8.
And looks like the punt team's going to come on. And it seems like every time he goes to pass, he's looking for 34 Egan there.
Yeah.
That's his number 1 target. Egan, like we said before, he's kind of their big play threat there for Buckeye Trail.
So all kinds of confusion here on Buckeye Trail. I don't know if they're going to take a timeout or what they're doing here. I'm going to thank Simon Says Promotions, McNeil & Sons Tree Service, Spirit of Stark. Haven't had a red zone alert yet, Drew.
And that's a quarter.
And that's the end of the first quarter. It's 0-0. here in East Canton, Fultz Stadium. Spirit of Stark. They are located in their new home, 409 Erie Street North in Massillon. They can fulfill any big or small order with their state-of-the-art equipment, and they also do custom embroidery. If you have any need, give them a call, 330-806-6745. Leathernecks Nation Injury, they sponsor our injury report. We've already had a gentleman go out, Jake McCullough. He's a senior. He just got back from injury. Looked like a shoulder or a wrist.
Yeah,
something like that.
4-year starter there for East Canton. Big loss, on that first drive of the game. He had about 45 yards rushing. So that's definitely, he also plays linebacker, so that's going to be something to keep an eye on as the game goes along. So Buckeye Trail will bring out the punt unit here. This is definitely fake punt territory, midfield, but we'll see if they want to pin East Canton deep. See what happens.
We've ''got Mason Todd coming on to punt for Buckeye Trail.
And it's Schrader back deep to return for East Canton.
Toby Schrader, a 5'11", 155-pound senior. Here's the snap. It's a bad one. It got blocked by East Canton and recovered by East Canton at the 31-yard line. He had all kinds of pressure up the middle, jumped in front of it, blocked that punt.
Huge special teams play. Not a great snap there out of Buckeye Trail. East Canton had 3 guys right there, ready to block it, and they kicked it right into him. So East Canton's going to take over with great field position. Let's see. That last pass play they had on the last drive was open. See if they come back to that.
Yeah. East Canton's third possession in the game. Incredible field position again for them. Let's see if they can do anything with it. They're at Buckeye Trail's 32-yard line. Just the start of the second quarter here. 7 seconds in, we got 1st and 10, East Canton Hornets. Beautiful night. We've got pairs left, single right, single back, with a wing back, actually. Here's the snap. Drops back. Quick handoff up the middle. He pulled it back, and he's keeping it. And he's running through. Behind him, he almost caught it anyway. Incomplete pass.
It's a tough catch there coming out. Betts has got to put a little bit more touch on that ball and not fire it right at him. You're 6 yards away. You're on the run. Finish downhill at your target. Just put a little touch on it, and that would have been probably close to a first down.
That was intended for senior Ben Gallagher. Looked like it was a little bit behind him as well. Got a couple substitutions coming in. It looks like Dylan Stouffer's back in the game for Dominic Retta. 11:46 to play in the second quarter. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. Hornets have the ball in Buckeye Trail's territory here. Pairs left, pairs right, single back. Shotgun, drops back. He's looking left. He pump fakes. He's running backwards, and now he's going forward. Picks it up, tucks it, and got 5 yards out of that one. So the quarterback on that one, Brennan Betts, just tucked it and took off.
Yeah, it looks like he wanted to hit his receiver right up the seam there, which is, a nice call against cover 3. But he's got to look off that safety. He looked right at the seam right away. The safety went right on top of it and was able to cover it.
11:21 in playing. That's 3rd and 5 now. Got another substitution coming in. Jeremy Candle. They got several seniors that can shuffle in and out here for East Canton.
Big 3rd down here. At least try to get it manageable. So we're going to have that tight bunch now.
Tight bunch, single right, toss to the left. He caught it, and he's running. He got drilled at the line of scrimmage, got 1 or maybe 2 yards out of that one. That was number 20, Dylan Anderson again.
Yeah, and on the tackle was Charlie Pari again, the leading tackler for this Buckeye Trail defense. Did a great job there. Kind of snuck underneath the pulling guard that was coming around, shot right in, made the tackle.
10:37 to play. This is now 4th and 4. Similar situation. It's the 3rd time that East Canton's been down around the 25-yard line with the fourth down situation. It's a shorter one this time, 4th and 4 with 10:24 to play. Trips right, single left, single back. Drops back, looking left, throws. Hit him in the hands, and he incomplete pass again. That was number 9, Chaney Stubblefield, dropped the ball.
Yeah, just nice little hitch route at the sticks. The corner got into his back pedal, even though it was a short route. So, another nice play call by East Canton. They just have to execute. It's been a couple times on these fourth downs. The first fourth down, he had to throw it deep, but the last two were very manageable plays they should have had completions on. So,
by my count, there's been 5 balls, dropped. A couple were behind them, but 3 others were in the basket.
Yep.
10-14 to play. It's 1st and 10 now. Buckeye Trail at their own 25-yard line. 10-14 to play in the first half. He drops back. He throws immediately left, and he dropped the ball as well, and it might be a fumble. It is not. It's an incomplete pass. They threw that quick bubble screen to the left.
Yeah, he was trying to get Pari out on the bubble real quick. So, it's been apparent here. Buckeye Trail's trying to get the ball on the edge on East Canton, and then maybe that they're hoping that opens up the run. But they've done that multiple times now, whether it's with the run or with the quick pass.
Got a scoring update, Drew. Sam Burke went over there. His alma mater, Canton Central Catholic 7, Jackson 0.
Woof.
A little surprising for me there. We'll see what happens.
I'm a big fan of those Crusaders.
The Pears right, single left, single back, drops back, quick handoff again to Perry. He's running to the left, and he's got swarmed again. This East Canton defense is all over it tonight. Going to bring up now 3rd down and in the sticks.
Yep, 2 sticks there to get the first down.
9:53 and counting. Third down and 11. They're throwing our scouting reports a little. They're going against what we thought. They're throwing the ball a little bit more.
Throwing a little bit more than what they usually do. Maybe they thought they had to change things. 2 wins on the season. Maybe they say, okay, we got to get the ball to our playmakers in space, and they've been trying to do that tonight.
So we got Nick Newhart back here, quarterback. He's a left-handed. He's running to the left, throwing it downfield over. I think he just threw that one away out of bounds.
Yeah, if you're going to roll out, you got to be able to secure that edge, or your quarterback isn't going to be able to throw. They weren't able to do that. That was number 14, Ben Gallagher. The senior was in his face, not letting him, complete the pass there. And now we've got 4th down. The last 4th down they had, the bad snap, East Canton was able to block it. They're going to have to do a better job here because their punter is standing on his own 9-yard line.
Toby Schrader's back to receive for East Canton. Another high snap, and the punt he got it away that time. It landed at the 40, and it's rolling to the 50, all the way into their East Canton territory. They're just letting it roll down to the 47-yard line. It was not a good punt, but it rolled out and took a good Buckeye roll there.
They were pretty damn lucky there.
Yeah. Another high snap, Drew. But he got it off that time. Wasn't any pressure up the middle. So
East Canton, I think they've got this defense figured out. But like we said on the last drive, it's just about the execution. They just need to settle down. Maybe Betts got to take a little bit off some of these passes. Put a little touch on the ball and, catch the ball. If you're East Canton, then you're going to score points.
Right. Coach Miller over there having a joke, looks like, with the referee. He's been here, you said, 10 years?
I think so, and he's been around for a long time. Before that, he was, head coach at McKinley, head coach at Perry. So I'm sure he's seen all these officials a few times.
Right. So now we've got trips left, Pears right, empty backfield in a shotgun formation. Brendan Betts drops back, looking to the left. He completed a pass at the 45, and he made a guy miss, clear into Buckeye territory at the 48-yard line.
I love the play call. Get the ball out quick. Get it to your playmakers and make the defensive backs tackle.
Number 9, Chaney Stubblefield. They went right back to him. He dropped the ball in the last possession. They went right back to him, get that kid's confidence going. Mm-hmm. Like the move. It's going to be 2nd down and 2 with 8:40 to play in the half. And East Canton is now in Buckeye Trail's territory. 8:33 and counting. Trips right. Single left, single back. Here's the snap, drops back, look, and he rolling back to the right. He's looking downfield, but he's just going to tuck and run. Got the first down and got more to the 40, the 35, the 32-yard line, tackled all the way down. First down, East Canton.
And Betts is an athlete. A lot of times at smaller schools, what do? You take your best athlete, put him at quarterback, and he's showing that athleticism off right now. A couple, little struggles in the passing game so far, but picks up that first down with his legs. And East Canton's where they've been all night, on the Buckeye Trail 30-yard line.
8:04 and counting, 1st and 10. Hornets, Pears left, Pears right, single back. Dylan Anderson in the backfield now with Betts. Betts drops back. He's looking to the right. He did a pump fake, and he's rolling to the left now, and he's tucking it, running to the 35, the 30, made a guy almost miss, got cleared down to the 29-yard line. So it's going to bring up second down and maybe 7, 8, second and 8.
Yeah, and you know what? As I continue to watch this Buckeye Trail defense, they're a little bit afraid of East Canton's speed on the outside. Those corners are playing about 6 yards off. That hitch is there all night. They tried to hit it last time on fourth down, had the drop. But, as long as you send those slot guys vertical or keep them inside a little bit, those hitches are open.
Betts and Anderson in the backfield again. Pairs left, pairs right. Shotgun formation. Clock ticking, 7:10. Second and 8.
Bobbled,
threw it left, completed at the 25-yard line. Short of the first down. It's going to bring up third down and about 3.
These officials must have some place to be because that's the second time tonight someone's been pushed out of bounds and they ran the clock.
Yeah. It looks like Coach Spider is over there asking about that one. 6:47 left here in the first half. 3rd and 5, East Canton.
Lake, scoring update, Lake already up 21-0 on Perry.
We got single left, trips right. Anderson in the backfield with Betts. He's off his right hip. Here's a snap. He's looking to the left, rolling back to the right, looking downfield. He's pointing. He's directing traffic. Nobody, and he's going to just keep it. He probably should have threw that one away, but he kept it and then got a loss of 3.
Yeah, so that's kind of like a little mini flood route there. You got the out route on, out of number 2, number 1's going vertical. But, if they're going to do that, there's really no one to confuse that flat defender. Sometimes what you want to do is try to have him carry someone vertical or leave something inside, so he's got a decision to make, but there was no decision there. I'm not sure if the running back was supposed to be in that route combination or not, but it brings up another 4th down
on almost the same yard.
Yeah.
28-yard line of Buckeye Trail, 4th and 8, 5:42 in the first quarter. Betts is directing traffic here, getting his guys.
They're giving him the hitch up top again.
And it's going to be a timeout, East Canton. So with 5:33 to play in the first half, there's no score. There's going to when you come back, it's going to be a 4th and 8 play for East Canton.
I mean, if they come out in that same defense, East Canton just pushes them vertical a yard past the hitch, break right at the sticks, and it should be there.
I'm going to thank Red Door Apparel and Clothier, C.H. Vallis and Associates. They are a title sponsor of ours. Kishman's Fresh Market. They got 2 locations, one in Minerva, one in Malvern. Simon Says Promotions. I'm going to go through all the companies on that under them this time. It's Copeland Paints, Brooklyn Rio Photography, Studio Vibes, Brits Bows, Game Day Boutique, and the Tiger Store. They're located in the old Checkered Flag Building in Massillon at 256 East Street South, and also in 59 Lincoln Way East in Massillon. McNeil & Sons. They're located in McNeil & Sons Tree Service. They're located in Portage Lakes. Contact them at 330-606-1126. And we're not quite in the red zone alert here, but the Spirit of Stark does sponsor that for us, so we thank them. You're listening to the Game of the Week with Drew and Jeff.
We'll see what happens there. I think we're going to get a blitz out of Buckeye Trail.
We got trips left, single right, single back, drops back, looking over the middle, pump fake, and he's got all kinds of pressure, and he evaded 2 sacks. Threw it and
stand up and catch the ball.
He threw the ball. The receiver went down to one knee and caught it. And then in high school, he's down.
It's the same play that they did on the 4th down 2 times ago. Tried to get that crosser over. Unfortunately, there wasn't enough time. But like we said before the play, they're bringing heat off the edge. That corner's playing 7 yards off. The hitch is there if they want to take it. Also, maybe a slant route. But that play was open before, and they should have completed it there. They could have completed it again there. It was open again. They just didn't protect the quarterback. So Buckeye Trail for the 4th time tonight will stop East Canton on 4th down and take over with 5 minutes to go here in the first half.
5:24 on the clock, single right. We've got 3 backs in the backfield this time. Here's a quick handoff to the right. He's pitching and he's running to the right, trying to get outside, and East Canton closes hard on it for a loss of 1. He's out of bounds. And again, the official keeps the clock running. ran directly out of bounds, and the clock's running.
I mean, he was hit out of bounds and he ran the clock.
I don't understand. Okay, 5:06. Different rules tonight.
Well, this must be NFL rules.
I don't know what's going on. So 4:59 and counting. This is going to be the quickest game of the year for us, Drew.
Yeah.
I think we saved up those 3.5 hour games for this. So trips left this time.
You got the single wing to the boundary here.
Drops back, looking left, throws left, incomplete pass. Going to bring up 3rd down and 9.
You know, they're trying to get him to throw that bubble, but it's the way his feet are.
Yeah.
It's kind of tough for him to turn as a left-handed quarterback and throw it straight down the line. They either got to get more depth on that or not throw it so far away.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's getting open to make that good throw.
He's not stepping into his throw. He's just throwing it like he's trying to turn a double play, and that ball is sinking on him.
So they stopped the clock on incomplete pass there. 4:40, 3rd and 10. Buckeye Trail coming. They've got Deuces right, single left. Drops back, looking to pass again. Throwing over the top. He's got a man open, and good recovery there. East Canton stepped up, knocked that ball down at about the 45-yard line.
I'll tell you what.
Dylan Stouffer.
Newhart had Egan open. He threw it on his outside shoulder. Egan stacked the receiver, ran right up between the numbers and the hash. And that's a missed opportunity there for Buckeye Trail. So, 4th down and 10. Punt. It's been our most exciting play of the game so far, so we'll see if that can hold true again.
Mason Todd on the punt for Buckeye Trail. They've had several high snaps on this one. Let's see if they can get a good snap this time, and it is a better snap this time, and he got it away. Almost got blocked again. It is not. He got it away, lands at the 45, almost clear down to the 38-yard line, so East Canton's going to take over at their own 38. That ball landed. That was a decent putt that time. Landed at the 45 and took a roll.
Yep.
4:24 to play in the first half. There's no score here at East Canton Fultz Stadium. 1st and 10, East Canton.
Yep. So East Canton will take over again on their 5th possession now. They've had some things open. You know, just the inability to execute has kind of hurt them so far. They've given up some pressures, you know, on the quarterback. Betts has done a great job with his legs. But they're really missing Jake McCullough at running back. On that first drive, you know, they went 70 yards, 65 yards, you know, and most of that was on his back as a runner. So
we got stacked trips to the right again. Pairs left, empty backfield. Brennan Betts with the call, get to snap in, and he just took off running up the middle, and he's got tons of room. He went just straight up the middle for a first down, clear to the 50-yard line.
Yeah, they're just loosening up the box there, going empty. Showing a little bubble screen to the one side, try to draw the linebackers up. Betts gets back to depth, keeps it down and runs. So, nice first down play to get him to midfield.
4:15 to play in the half. They're at the middle mark here. 1st and 10 on a 50. 20 seconds here on the play clock. I'm always amazed at how good these stadiums are here in Northeast Ohio.
Oh, yeah, this is
at every level.
For a school East Canton size, unbelievable facilities, great community support.
Trips right, single left. He just did a quick handoff up the middle, and he got swarmed at the line of scrimmage, and he's still fighting. However, they did blow the whistle dead.
You know that's going to be a 2-yard gain for East Canton. If that's Jake McCullough, that's a 4 or 5-yard gain. You know, he's a little bit stronger, able to break through those tackles, hits the hole a little bit faster. So, you know, that's the difference between him and the other backs. So, 2nd down and long now for the Hornets.
So, Cheney Stubblefield checks into the game. He's got a couple catches this evening, 3:21 on the clock. 2nd down and 9 at the 49-yard line. They just now got into Buckeye territory. They've been in Buckeye territory several times this evening. Trips right, single left, single back. In the shotgun, he drops back, quick handoff up the middle, and he got drilled at the line of scrimmage and tackled immediately.
Yeah, the backside defensive tackle just ran over the right guard and put his face mask right in the ear hole.
Number 50, Sebastian Graham.
Yeah, I don't know if maybe that was a linebacker blitzing then. I'm not sure, but he came right over the backside guard.
Yeah, I think he came. I think he flew in out of the linebacker spot. So 2:42 to play, 3rd down and 11. Trips right, single left. Anderson still the running back. Brennan Betts on the call here. He's in shotgun. He drops back. He's looking left in the pocket, clean pocket. He's bouncing back out right, and he's looking for guys. He's scrambling. He's almost, it looks like he got face masked twice. No call on either one, and that's a loss. They're going to be now 4th down and about 16.
Yeah, so Brennan Betts has to learn, when you're scrambling, you can't go back. You can't retreat. If you do it just for a second to step out of the way, but then you got to start moving back towards the line of scrimmage because all those rushers continue to get deep. If you step up, you have opportunity to get past them. You keep moving backwards, play right into their hands. So East Canton will punt now for the first time tonight.
And we've got Cohen Egan back. Here's the snap, and it's a blown dead false start on East Canton.
And that was a snap they bounced back there.
Number 34 back to receive, Cohen Egan.
And he's
for
dangerous.
Buckeye Trail, and he is dangerous. He's got some speed.
He's got multiple return touchdowns this year. I believe 2 in one game against Harrison Central.
So the situation for Buckeye Trail, they got 1:43 left. They're probably going to have decent field position. They're going to have 3 timeouts. Leather on leather. Here's the punt. It's a really good punt. Cleared out of the 20-yard line. He received it. He made a guy miss. He's run it to 30, the 35, the 40. Made another guy miss all the way down to the 45-yard line.
Great return there. We do see a penalty marker on the field, so this one may be coming back.
And that is clear back where he received the ball. So penalty marker down at the 25-yard line. He ran that ball back to the almost to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, it gives us a time to talk about Ben Wallenberg's Gourmet Chocolate and Freshly Roasted Nuts, located at 2520 Harrison Avenue Northwest in Canton, and the Fulton Drugs Plaza across from Stadium Park. He makes everything fresh daily. You aren't going to see stuff sitting in the store stale. He's got a peanut brittle, caramels. He makes the caramels homemade. Everything in the store is homemade. He's taking holiday orders right now. If you have a couple employees you need to buy something for, you got an aunt or an uncle you got to buy something for, you're not sure who, get them chocolate. Everyone loves chocolate, right? So we appreciate Ben Wallenberg and all his support of Stark Media.
It is still 7-0. Central Catholic still leading that game over Jackson. Fairless is now up 21-0. 1:27 to play. We're almost back in action here. We got Deuces right.
Double wing set for the first time tonight.
Back, and he's keeping it, running right up the middle, swarmed again by the Hornets.
Yeah,
25-yard line or 15-yard line.
What it's been tonight, it's if they've got only 2 receivers out or less, it's been quarterback run almost exclusively. So when they're putting more guys in the box, they're running Newhart there at quarterback.
And it looks like with 1:07 left, they're not calling timeout. It looks like they're just going to be content with running the ball up the middle. If they break one, great. If they don't, they're just going to go to into half at 0-0, looks like.
And we've got another IVC North update. Everyone's interested in. Strasburg gets on the board. So now it's Newcomerstown 16, Strasburg 6. The Tigers down there trying to make it interesting against Newcomerstown.
So they took a timeout. They let the play clock run all the way down, took a timeout with 39 seconds left. And it's going to be, once we resume, it's going to be 2nd down and 9. I'm going to thank C.H. Vallis and Associates. They've been with us from the beginning. They are at 1302 South Main Street in North Canton. They specialize in home, auto, life insurance, and all financial needs. Give them a call at 330-494-2776. Also, Kishman's Fresh Market. They have 2 locations, both in Minerva and Malvern. By the end of the evening, we're gonna talk about the finally here Ohio Player of the Game. Chris McCready's and his team are located at 1201 30th Street Northwest in Canton. Contact them at 330-492-1212 or visit finallyhearohio.com. That's finally HEAR Ohio.com for your free hearing evaluation. Just tell them Coach Drew and Jeff sent you.
So we got another score update out of the IVC, this side of the South, and it is a closer game than people thought. It is Garraway 14, Sandy Valley 7.
Wow.
With just 3 minutes till halftime. So tight game down there versus Garraway.
Interesting. So now we're back in action with 39 seconds left. Nick Newhart's the quarterback in shotgun. We got pairs right, and he's just going to take the ball, run the ball up the middle, spin move, got back, and got maybe 1 yard out of that one, and it's going to bring up 2nd down and 9. And I don't know, Drew, you think East Canton should take a timeout here? And I mean, it's 3rd down.
Yeah, I mean, I would take a timeout, after the next one, and maybe take a shot or two at the end zone. Hell, they snapped the ball high twice,
right?
Maybe, but who knows? Maybe they just want to get into halftime and talk about it. But
yeah, and this one's just going to run out. So there's 12 seconds left. They're just going to run this out to the half. So at halftime here at East Canton Fultz Stadium, it is 0-0.
We are going to take a quick break here at halftime. But like we said, not much offense here. East Canton's done more on offense definitely than Buckeye Trail has. But missed opportunities by, the ball's been played in Buckeye Trail territory the entire game.
Right.
Time of possession's got to be at least 3-1.
Yeah.
So, but we're going to take about a 10-minute break here for halftime. You are listening to the Stark Media Team YouTube stream game of the week. It is the East Canton Hornets 0, Buckeye Trail Warriors 0. Mic check, check, check.
Check, Mike.
Check, check. All right, we are good. All right, everybody, we are back on the Stark Media team YouTube game of the week. It is halftime here at Fultz Stadium in Osnaburg Township. It is the East Canton Hornets 0, Buckeye Trail Warriors 0. Before we get into the first half, we're going to give you some scores from around the area. And those are brought to you by the Quarry. Everyone listening should be close enough to the Quarry that it's a convenient ride. The Quarry Golf Club, one of the best golf courses in Ohio. We've only got a couple weeks left. We've had some nice weather here, so get out to the Quarry, get your final rounds in of the season. They've got a top-notch event center over there, and they've got the delicious Granite Grill. Granite Grill throughout the summer. In the spring, they've got live music out there, good food, really a beautiful place down there at the Quarry. You can give them a call, and they're booking events also. You can give them a call at 330-488-3178. And some scores from around the area brought to you by the Quarry, if you want to run through them.
Yep. So first we've got Garraway 14, Sandy Valley 7.
Close game there.
Closer than we thought. Fairless 28 over Triway 0. These are all halftime scores. McKinley 24, Glen Oaks 7. Lake 21, Perry 0. NDCL 3, Louisville nothing. Canton Central Catholic 7, Jackson 0. A little bit of a shocker there. Newcomerstown 16, Strasburg 14.
Yeah, that's huge development here. You know, like we talked about earlier, Newcomerstown is by themselves atop. First place in the IVC North. There's 3 teams with 1 loss. So if Strasburg was able to pull that monumental upset, that'd be huge. So everyone right now is Strasburg Tiger fans, unless you're a Newcomerstown Trojan, right?
Indian Valley 35, Tusky Valley 0. And we've got a close one. Looks like a good game. West Branch 21, Carrollton 14. We got to see both those teams. 2 real good teams there.
Carrollton must be playing keep away.
Right. Salem 31, Marlington 7. Mogador 26 over your Aquinas Knights 0.
Yep. No surprise there.
Hoover 28 over Green at half 13. 28-13 Hoover. Orville 21. Canton South 21 at half.
Yeah, we talked about it this week on High School Football Rewind. Jim Ballard and myself. You know, if you haven't checked that out, Wednesday nights around 7 p.m. we upload it to our YouTube page. We talk about all the games in Stark County each week. Give you some previews. We do some film breakdown. We had a great interview with Coach Nate Moore of Massillon. Exclusive interview. No one gets Nate Moore for a 30-minute interview, and Stark Media team did. So check that out. But like I was saying, Orville is really coming on at the end of the pack, and they could screw up things in this pack standings.
Right. And also in the pack, CVCA 0, Tuslaw 0. Unbelievable.
Tuslaw needs that. Tuslaw needs to win one of these last 3 to get in the playoffs, so we'll see if they can pull off that upset as well.
Well, selfishly, I would like it to be this week over CVCA, not over my Fairless Falcons in the Blue Cup next week. And then my last score update here is Northwest 14, Manchester 0.
Yeah, so some close games around Stark County. Did we have the McKinley Glen Oak score in there?
Yeah, McKinley is 21-7 at half over Glen Oak.
Lake and Perry 21-0. I think we skipped some.
No, I did. Like, I got them all.
Okay. Yeah, NDCL Louisville.
You were thinking about Wallenberg's chocolate.
I think I was. You know, that brings up, you know. But
you got me wanting to get over there quickly to get some of that peanut brittle.
You got to get over there. He makes it on Saturdays. Every Saturday he's making peanut brittle. So if you get over there on a Monday or a Saturday afternoon, you can get fresh, brand new peanut brittle.
Beautiful.
And like I said, it's not thick. It's not real thick peanut brittle that you're going to break your teeth. It's nice and thin. Uses extra butter in it. It's unbelievable.
I need extra butter in my life.
It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Hopefully our doctors aren't listening. But we'll talk about one of our other sponsors, St. Joseph Senior Living in the Alsatian, located in Louisville. They help you out with those tough decisions. as our loved ones get older, it's very difficult. But they try to make it easy on you. They've got assisted living, they've got independent living there. They've got some palliative care there as well. So give St. Joseph Care Center a call. They've been in Louisville on Reno Drive, right behind St. Thomas Aquinas High School for years. I've had loved ones that have been there before. I can't say enough about what they do over there to serve the community. And it's something that you have to trust people. So St. Joe's Care Center is huge. Just quick look at your IVC North standings there. Like we said, Newcomerstown alone in first place, but in a battle right now with Strasburg. We'll go back. Now we've got about 4 minutes till we start the second half. The story of this game so far has been East Canton not taking advantage of the opportunities presented to them. They are 0 of 4 on fourth down. All of them but one should have been completed passes for fourth down. They've been inside the Buckeye Trail 30 4 times, come away with no points. First drive of the game, they started the game on their own 15-yard line. Drove all the way down the field. Jake McCullough, had a lot of those yards. He went out with an injury. They had been missing him the last 2 weeks of this season. So the offense not as sharp since he's been in there. Brennan Betts has done some nice things with his feet. He's missed a couple poorly placed balls, as he's been scrambling a lot. Buckeye Trail's been doing a good job, putting some pressure on him. As far as Buckeye Trail goes on offense, not much.
Yeah.
Nick Newhart, the first-team All-IVC quarterback, he's been the person that makes them go so far. Not much. I think they've got somewhere around 40 total yards of offense in that first half, and they haven't been able to get much going. They've thrown the ball a lot more than they have. They only throw the ball 38 times so far this season, but I believe they threw it 6 or 7 times in the first half. So it might be the team that scores first may win.
Very possible.
You hear a lot, the team who has the ball last wins. This might be the team who scores first.
Right.
And I've seen some overtime games in this East Canton Stadium. For some reason, I've seen a few in my years. So we'll see what can happen, see what the coaches do to make their adjustments. If I'm East Canton, I think when you go trips, especially away, or in those third down situations or fourth down situations, Buckeye Trail's bringing pressure off the edge. The slants to the single receiver side, maybe like a hard 3-step vertical slant or even a hard 4-step vertical slant, because that safety's worried about the trip side that's open. Also, the hitches are there. If you go 2-by-2 and attack the corner opposite of Egan, he's given a little bit more space there. I think those are open. I think the corner routes, you can do a little smash route out of 2-by-2. Make that safety get out of the middle of the field. Maybe say, hey, we're going to run smash on this side with the corner route. We'll bring the post back to the other side corner. What do you want to do? You want to get over top on the corner route, or do you want to hit the, guard the post route? So there's some things they can do, but they've got to slow down the pass rush of Buckeye Trail.
Yeah. They've been in there pretty quick all night for sure.
So
and catch the ball.
And Buckeye Trail's going to get this ball to start the second half, and really the only bright spot they had offensively or spark of gaining yards was, when Egan had that punt return, and that was called back for penalty. So he's had multiple kick returns for touchdowns this year. So we'll see if East Canton decides to kick it to Cohen Egan here to start the second half. Like we said, we are at Fultz Stadium. You're listening to the Stark Media Team YouTube stream game of the week. It is the East Canton Hornets 0 and the Buckeye Trail Warriors 0.
We are almost back in action, folks. Like we said before, we've got 3 games going. This is the YouTube, obviously, game of the week here. We've got the Green Bulldogs on Green versus Hoover on 99.7
FM.
And we've also got Sam Berkman doing the Central versus Jackson game. So you can also tune into those if you'd like. 12 minutes here on the clock, beginning of the quarter. Here is the kick, and it's up, and it's away, and it's going to possibly go out of bounds, and it does go out of bounds at the 20-yard line. That's going to be a penalty for kicking it out, and it's going to bring up 1st and 10 for Buckeye Trail.
Yeah, that's going to be good field position for them.
Buckeye Trail's offense quarterback, Nick Newhart, he's a left-hander. Like we said, they've thrown more now in that first half than they really have as an average all year. We'll see what they come out with here this half once the running back, I'm sorry, that was East Canton's running back. I'm sorry. But 1st and 10 here for Buckeye Trail.
Newhart's getting the play over on the sideline. Officials are talking about it.
We'll see
if Buckeye Trail try to make a point of getting the ball out on the edge in the first half. Mixed results. When they've packed the ball in, when they've had 2 wings, when they've had 2 tight ends and a wing, it's been exclusively quarterback run. So we'll see if that trend continues here in the second half.
East Canton does a good job of swarming to that ball.
They do.
Especially side to side. So we're all set here, folks. We got single right, single left. We've got a wing back in there. Running back, quick handoff to the right. He's running, and he cut it back up the middle, and he got 2 yards.
And that's Parry.
Charlie Parry.
He's had a great night for them on defense, made a lot of tackles. He is the leading tackler for this Buckeye Trail team. He's a tall kid, thick kid, too. He's physical.
11:42 and counting, 2nd and 7 for Buckeye Trail. Breaking the huddle here. I think C.H. Vallis and Associates. They're in North Canton. 11:31 and counting. We got Pears left, wing back to the right, running Perry in the backfield. We've got a man in motion right to left. Kind of a botched play. He tucked it. The quarterback's just running, spin and move. He did 2 spin moves, get up all the way up, almost a first down. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, kind of a misdirection there. They ran the zap motion behind the quarterback. It looked like they were going to toss to the twin side. He reversed out and tried to run.
That looked like, you think that was a design play, Drew? Or is that just kind of a busted
I don't know.
motion?
Maybe they're trying to run power back to that side. The lead back or the running back kind of led up, but the ball was out there. Maybe he thought he was going to hand it off or something.
So, like I said, 3rd and 3 here on the play. We got Pears right, single left, single back. Quick snap, and he's just going to tuck it and run. The quarterback's got the ball, and he's got a first down out of bounds at the 46-yard line. I think he was tackled a little bit late there. No flag on the play.
Yeah, Newhart is a tough runner. Once he gets going to that edge, that's some of their more successful plays. They're physical out there on the edge. They do a good job of blocking. They haven't had much success in the teeth of this East Canton defense so far tonight, but that's a first down.
1st and 10 with 10:35 to play. They stopped the clock that time when he went out of bounds.
And that's their 3rd first down tonight.
The huddle has broke. Here we go, folks. Pears left, single wing to the right. Running back off the left hip of Nick Newhart. That's Charlie Parry again, or Parry. Quick throw to the flats, caught, made a man miss, ran all the way, got tackled at the 49-yard line in East Canton territory.
Yeah, and tracking him down again, and he's had a really good night so far.
Keegan Owen.
Yeah, it's Lucas McCauley, number 30, tracked him down and made the tackle there for East Canton.
Kean Egan was on the catch there.
Yep, Cohen Egan.
Yeah, I botched that one.
It's all right.
10:03 to play. It's 2nd down and 6. We got a pair of receivers to the right, wing back left.
Egan's in the slot now. You're going to want to keep an eye on him.
Running back, we got a man in motion left to right, quick fake handoff, and all kinds of crazy things there. He tried to hand off to the guy.
That's a screen. I think they're trying to set up that screen. They've done it twice now, but it's too close to the quarterback. It's not going to work there. They need to leak him all the way out past the number. So what they did there is they went that motion behind the quarterback, faked the toss, looked back to the tailback Perry, which was kind of 4 feet away from the quarterback, and tried to get him the ball.
Looked like a little Tim Tebow jump throw there.
Yeah.
Not sure what happened there. 9:45, the clock has stopped. 3rd down and 6.
I think that's the first time the clock stopped tonight besides that.
3rd down and 6 at East Canton's 49-yard line. Man in motion to the right. Parry's running. They throw it to him in the backfield. That's a live ball. He caught it. He made a man miss, and he's off and running to the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. Tackled out of bounds at the 19-yard line. 1st down, Buckeye.
Remember we talked about it earlier. They ran that exact same play. They had trips to the right. They swung the tailback. He was too flat last time. It was a tougher throw. This time he got more depth. Quarterback put it out in front of him. He was able to run for a 30-yard gain. And now,
biggest play of the game for them.
yeah, definitely. So Pari with a great catch and run there from Newhart, and Buckeye Trail is in business in the Spirit of Stark red zone.
9:22 and counting. He went out of bounds, but the clock again is running. First down and 10. Got a single left, pairs right, single backfield. Pari in the backfield with Nick Newhart. Quick snap, and he
quarterback power.
Ran up the middle, and he got a whole hornet's nest on him there quickly. Going to bring up second down and 10.
And it was number 30 on the tackle again. Lucas McCauley, the junior. He's been all over the field tonight for East Canton on defense.
8:47 in counting. Second down and 10 for Buckeye Trail. They've got pairs left, wingback right. Pari's off the left hip of Newhart in the shotgun, drops back. He's a lefty again. He's rolling left, did a spin move in the backfield, and got sacked by two guys, loss of 3.
Yep, and the original pressure was from, guess who? Number 30, Lucas McCauley, made him step up. Then it was number 52 on the tackle, and that is David Mitchell, the junior, pulls him down for a sack. So now that'll bring up 3rd and long after the big play for Buckeye Trail.
3rd and 16, 8:02 and counting. Alexander Campbell cleaned that up there at the end on that last play. Almost was a late hit, but it was not called. We got pairs left. Actually, we got trips left. Wing back to the right. A lot of times they run right when they do this. He's in shotgun. He drops back. He's looking left. He's in the pocket. He's flushed to the right. He throws sidearm out of bounds, incomplete pass. So a lot of mechanics issues going on over there at quarterback for Buckeye Trail.
Yeah, I really like that formation on Buckeye Trail. You got trips to the left, tight end, wing to the right. So the defense has to decide. If they come back, the defense has to decide, am I going to make my check to the trips and put more attention there? Or we've got a corner and a safety covering gaps on the tight end wing side. I think that's a formation that they can run out of, but not here because it is now 4th and 16 for Buckeye Trail.
So Nick Newhart, quarterback, I think he's got to take his time, set his feet, and deliver that ball. He's not stepping into anything. He's done like a jump pass, like a Tebow thing. Right there, he was running left and just kind of was in the air and just flung it. Looks like
a timeout out of Buckeye Trail here.
Buckeye Trail timeout with 7:37 to play in the 3rd quarter.
Neither team with a strong kicking game. This would be what appears to be 34. It'd be about a 40-yard field goal from there. I don't think that's what they want to do.
But they're going to take time to talk about it. When we come back, it's 4th and 16. In the meantime, C.H. Vallis and Associates, they specialize in home, auto, life insurance, and all financial needs. Give them a call at 330-494-2776. If you like to dress nice, give Red Door Apparel and Clothier a call. They have really nice clothing, really nice suits. Also, Kishman's Fresh Market. They have 2 locations located both Minerva and Malvern. Simon Says Promotions. That place is hopping all the time, especially if you're down there on a Friday in downtown Massillon. It's buzzing. Lots of business down there for them. Go see them.
We've got another score update. The Jackson Polar Bears have tied it up. It is now Canton Central Catholic 7, Jackson 7. And we'll try to keep you updated on that new Cummerstown game. Strasburg's really giving them a match down there. It's 16-14. New Cummerstown over Strasburg.
We're back in action here. Pairs right, single left, drop back, throwing over the top to the corner of the end zone, and incomplete pass. He had a guy, could have been a 50-50 ball. The receiver was running for 11 yards with his hand up in the air.
Yeah, I think the receiver was trying to draw a penalty with no contact there more than he was worried about catching the ball. But nice stand by East Canton after giving up the big play, and they will take over.
7:30 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. East Canton takes over at their own 24-yard line. This is a seesaw battle.
Someone's going to need to score to win this game, is my guess, Jeff.
I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I don't think we're in Europe. There's no ties. This is not football. It's football. So somebody's got to put some points on the board. Maybe a safety.
Yeah, who knows? Well, we got the trips here.
Trips left, single right, single back, shotgun, 7:30 to play in the third quarter, 1st and 10. Hornets handoff up the middle. He ran into traffic, bounced it out, and he's swarmed by, and I don't know why they're not blowing the whistle here. They're just letting them play rugby.
I'll tell you what, that when they're in that set there, Buckeye Trail only had 6 in the box. You have them outnumbered, East Canton. If you just lead that back up through the hole, run the quarterback right off his butt, I think there's some space there.
Running back on that one ran right into the rear end of his blocker. Absolutely no room to run. Tried to bounce it, then got pulled back. And then the rugby match happened. We got 6:56 left. Took the second down and 8. East Canton brings out trips left, single right, single back off the right hip.
Just a 6-man box again.
Quarterback talking to the running back, communicating here. Here's a quick snap. He's dropping back. He's looking right. He's got a clean pocket. Good throw. Hit immediately, but made the catch. And there is a penalty flag down. The only thing I can figure, it is a face mask on the tackle. He got all the way. He's about a yard short of the first down marker, but it was a completed pass. And we'll see what the penalty is.
And they're going to say a blow to the head maybe. When he came in, he kind of clubbed him right in the head. I saw him put his hand up there, so we'll see.
6:35 to play. No word yet on what it was, but they're walking. It was a face mask, so they're walking that penalty off. They're going to be almost to midfield now.
It'll be a first down for East Canton.
Okay. So it was a face mask, but they didn't walk anything off. They got the ball set.
No.
He signaled face mask. I don't know what happened there. Okay. 6:33. The clock is now running. We got trips left, pairs right, shotgun, empty backfield. Here's the snap, drops back, quick fake bubble screen, pumped it, pulled it back, took off running. He's got all kinds of guys on him. He's still got a couple yards out of it, but he's now going to bring up 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, they went empty, tried to throw the bubble screen there, but, the way Buckeye Trail's playing it is they're almost manning up that third man. The second guy is playing in the flats, so they were all over that bubble screen to start.
5:58 to play here in the third quarter. It's 2nd down and 7. Trips left, pairs right, and shotgun formation, empty backfield. Snapped, direct snap to him, and he just took off running, and he's got a bunch of room to run. He got hit super hard at the 47-yard line, tackled for a first down in Buckeye territory.
And I'll tell you what, these Buckeye Trail defensive ends are just rushing hard outside. There's no, they're just trying to speed rush, which is creating a huge B gap on both sides for Betts to step out. Great play call on the quarterback draw.
Yeah, he hits that hole pretty hard. When he goes right up the middle,
he can run.
He gets there quick. 5:17 and counting, 1st and 10 Hornets. They got trips left, pairs right, empty backfield again. I like this formation. They've been moving the ball the most with this formation. Here's a snap, drops back. He's looking right. He's got a man down on the flats, caught.
That's there all day.
Completed, and he kept fighting, tried to get extra yards. He's clear down to the 32-yard line of Buckeye Trail. Is going to be 1st and 10 Hornets.
Yeah, that hitch or long hitch or comeback is there all day. These Buckeye Trail corners are playing off to the inside. They're playing about 6-7 yards off, and they're immediately backpedaling 3 steps on the snap. So that's a 10-yard cushion there right away.
That's the first time they ran that play, really, right? I mean, I haven't seen them go to the flats. Maybe one other time.
They've thrown a couple hitches. They had the drop on 4th down, and they hit one earlier in the game. But back to this empty set now for East Canton.
Trips left, pairs right, shotgun. Doing a hard count, trying to draw him off. Quick bubble screen. He pumped it, pumped it, and
can't do it.
Got to let that. He pumped it and then threw a wobbler over there. Was completed pass, loss of 3.
I'll tell you what, they're coming so hard on that. When you bubble, I'd like to see them run a real wheel route right off of that, because anytime they're seeing that action of that number 3 guy bubbling, the corner, everybody's attacking. A wheel route right up the numbers would be a touchdown.
I think he was losing a handle on that ball. That's why he double pumped it. So at that point, maybe you should have just tucked it and went. 4:01 and counting. 2nd down and 15. We've got Anderson now in the backfield with the quarterback, Betts. Pairs right, pairs left, drops back, looking deep, standing in the pocket, took off running, made a guy miss, got hit real hard back to the almost line of scrimmage, actually got 1 yard out of that one. So it's going to be 3rd down and 9 at the 29. It's a 30-yard line of Buckeye Trail.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm East Canton here, like we said, come back to that hitch, make it 4th and manageable, or you might even get the first down. Who knows? But good job by Betts there, stepping up and gaining some yards.
Yeah, he pulled a Houdini there, getting out of that pocket. 3:17 and counting. 3rd and 9 Hornets. They're at the 29-yard line. Got trips right, single left. Anderson off the hip of Betts on a right hip. We're going left to right on the dial. Here's a snap,
Blitz
dropping
coming.
back, blitz up the middle, and throws the ball completed.
Dropped.
Great throw, great catch. Came up, the defender came up and laid some wood. That was your guy, number
Cohen
34, Cohen Egan.
Yeah, they ran the curl pattern right up the seam on the hash. Betts put it right on the money, passed the first down marker. Schrader had it in his hands, but Egan came in, knocked it off the last second. So this will be the 5th 4th down attempt today for East Canton. They're 0 for 4 so far.
And shocker, they're around the 30-yard line.
Yeah, every time.
4th and 9.
It's like we're on Groundhog Day.
I'm going to learn how to play the piano now. The trips left, single right, single back, shotgun, drops back, looking deep, throwing into flats, and it is a great play. He looked a little bit early, was not called. That was, again, Cohen Egan got in there. He had his left arm wrapped around him, came around the right-hand side in front of him and knocked that ball down. No call there. That would have been a huge call for him. So it's going to be turnover on downs. Buckeye Trail comes back. They're going to have the ball at their own 30-yard line, 1st and 10, 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Simon Says Promotions has a ton of companies underneath it. Copeland Paints, Brooklyn Rio Photography, Studio Vibes, Brits Bows, Game Day Boutique, and the Tiger Store. Check them out at their location down at 256 Erie Street South. That's the old checkered flag building. So here we go with trips right, wing back left, empty backfield. Drops back, throwing left or throwing to the right, incomplete pass. That was to Cohen Egan. So they're trying to get him involved. He's been involved on the defensive end. They did a quick throw into the flats and incomplete. 2:47 to play, 2nd and 10 for the Warriors.
Yeah, just lack of execution there. He had some room to run if they can hold that in. The pass was a little high. He got both hands on it, but not able to pull it in.
I don't know, Drew. You kind of got this coach stress look on your face at this point. A little frustration going on.
Well, I see. There. Both sides are. They're calling some good plays. It's just lack of execution. So same formation there. Trips right, tight end, wing left.
Snap. Looks to throw over top, and he does. It's a 50-50 ball. They go up, and somebody got mossed there. It was an interception by East Canton. He got mossed.
Yeah, they just threw it up on the sideline. He did a great job.
Troy Schrader
has had some nice catches tonight. He's out there playing corner. Stayed in phase the whole time. Squeezed the fade to the sideline so there was no room. Went right up through the receiver's arms. Picked it off at its highest point. So that'll be 1st down East Canton on their own 45-yard line. So and now it's as good a time as ever for someone to score a point in this game.
So once again, East Canton is dominating the field position. They've had multiple opportunities. They just need to capitalize here. 2:40 to play in the 3rd quarter. It's 1st and 10. Hornets on their own 45-yard line. Again, gorgeous night, gorgeous weather, full house. Not a whole lot of excitement here with the fans because it's a 0-0 score at this game. 2:40 to play. Here's the snap. We got pairs left, single right, drops back, looking deep, looking in the flats, little fake
double move,
threw it out deep over the top. They went after Cohen Egan again, and he broke another one up. It was an underthrown ball.
Well, it's a really long throw too. If you're going to run the wheel route, you kind of want to be in the middle of the field or even on the near hash. They're throwing it from the opposite hash to the opposite numbers, and that is a really long throw. That ball's in the air for a long time. So even if you've got a couple steps on him, he's got time to recover. Another IVC score update. It is Garraway 21 now, Sandy Valley 7.
We've also got an update. The Jackson game, Jackson 14, Central 7. I guess Central had 2 unsportsmanlikes back-to-back there. 2:29 to play here, second down and 10. East Canton ball, trips left, and looked like a false start on East Canton. They're hurting themselves with that one. Definitely a false start. Going to bring up second down and 20.
Yeah, and then the score that everyone in the IVC is paying attention to in the north. Strasburg is hanging tough. It was 16-14 Newcomerstown over Strasburg. Now Newcomerstown scored again. It is 22-14 over Strasburg, and that game's at halftime.
2:28 to play, second down and 15. Drops back, another pump fake, and he's rolling the opposite way. Rolling left, looking, flag on the play, threw it up for grabs, out of bounds. Looks like probably a holding on, and it is a holding on East Canton. So they're going to be back another 5.
Yeah, he really didn't have any receivers in the area there.
East Canton does that a lot, where the quarterback kind of drops back, looks right, and then he kind of curls off his back shoulder, runs the opposite way.
So it's it's a probably like a pre-snap read hitch to the one side. If the hitch is there, you take it. If it's not, you reverse out and run the play to the other side. Ashland used to do that a lot.
If Ashland does it, it must be good. My Ashland Eagles.
Your Glen Oak Golden Eagles used to run that a lot too.
I'm going to go ahead and say my Ashland Eagles are ranked 6th in the state right now.
Country,
rather, 6th in the country. Shortchanging my own team there.
So it is second and about the length to Louisville here for the East Canton Hornets after the penalty.
Second and 31 at their own 25. Pairs right, pairs left, drops back, fake play action.
Screen
play got unbelievably drilled. That's the biggest hit I've seen all year, and he is down. He's getting up slowly.
That is number 7, and that is Pari. Charlie
Wow,
Pari
that was
brought
a
the
hit.
wood, read the screen from the get-go, really scooped him up and put him down. And now it is going to be third, and let's try to count this. 10. Third and 31 for East Canton.
And, Drew, I didn't see who took that hit. They stayed in the game. I think the number got knocked off of him. So I'm not sure who that was.
Coach is upset about something. Buckeye Trails coach Donnie Kearns in his 7th season is out there barking at the officials. We appreciate the help of both athletic directors in this game. Todd Shadle, obviously over here at East Canton, did a great job helping us out. And then, Aaron Bates, the athletic director at Buckeye Trail, he was a 4-year starter at Michigan State with the punter. And the one thing I remember him for, most people, not just 4-year starter, but he's the guy that threw that touchdown pass against Notre Dame.
Wow.
Michigan State, I think it was last play of the game, runs a fake field goal.
Yeah.
And instead of going for the tie, went for the win. And athletic director Aaron Bates threw that pass for Mike D'Antonio to give the Spartans the win.
That was a Thursday night game, I think, right?
Yep, I think.
So 3rd and 31 for East Canton. Near their own dead zone here. They can't really make a mistake at this point. You just want to get whatever you can, punt it away, and see what happens here. But 2:06 left in the third quarter. 3rd and 31. We got trips right, single left. Running back in the backfield. We got pressure up the middle. He's in the pocket, and he's flushed out, and he's throwing down deep across the middle, and he was definitely early on that one. No call at all.
I know he's trying to make a throw to make a first down, but you got 30 yards to go. That was a tight window. If he pulled it down and run, he's got about 20 of them back to get back to the original line of scrimmage. He had an opportunity to flip the field position. But East Canton now will punt from their own 25-yard line, and punts have been interesting for both teams tonight.
Definitely have.
You don't want to kick it right to Keaton Egan here, because the last time he got his hands on one, he took it back about 25 yards.
So Egan's ready to receive at his own 35-yard line. East Canton's had some pretty good punts here and there, and they've also had a couple botched ones. So here, the snap, it's an average punt. It's high. It's going to land at the 42-yard line and takes a bounce sideways, and the East Cantons they swarm on that at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, it took a coffin corner bounce there. Unfortunately, they were kicking it to the outside.
I was trying to find a name for that one. I like that, a coffin corner bounce. So 1:48 to play in the third quarter. Buckeye Trail's going to take over at their own 41.
This is officially, I think, one of our fastest. This third quarter slowed down a little bit with the stoppages, but
right. 1:48 to play. We'll see what Nick Newhart and his offense has to say here. Again, the Buckeye Trail coach is on the field barking. Having a discussion over there. In the meantime, folks, the Leatherneck Nations, they're sponsoring our injury report all night. Go see them. They got that party tomorrow night. It's a Halloween party if you want to join them. I got my raffle tickets. They're only $10 each. They look forward to getting support. Everything they do supports veterans. The Meduse chapter supports local veteran charities in and around Stark County, like the 22 organization fighting veteran suicides, along with Sam Center in Massillon. They cannot do this alone. So, from 3 to 9 tomorrow, Halloween party at the VFW.
What are you going to be for Halloween, Jeff?
Mahoning. I think I'm going to be Coach Drew Sarachman. So I have
to grow a beard longer. You're going to have to
get a little bit shorter.
You're going to have to go down to the concession stand and get a couple of those Krispy Kremes.
I think we're on the same team with that one. I don't really do the dress up thing.
My neighbor's having a Halloween party, and my wife and I have now been married for a year, so we're gonna be Jedi warriors.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So a little simple. Just get a cloak, a lightsaber is all you really need, right? So we're keeping it simple.
Absolutely.
These officials, have, in the first half, they wanted to keep this game going. They wouldn't. We've had multiple players run out of bounds. They didn't want to stop the clock. Now, in the second half, they're stopping the clock every time they can. They're having a conversation out there. I don't know if they're discussing the game clock or they're waving off a penalty that we didn't even know they threw. So,
so 1:48 to play here in the third quarter. Buckeye Trail is going to take over at their own 42-yard line.
Now Coach Spider Miller wants an explanation.
I never really got into the dressing up thing. However, my wife would have me take her to Wisconsin for a pumpkin patch. So, she likes them pumpkins. Whatever.
We had pumpkins on the front porch, and groundhog came and ate them, ate chunks out of it, and then we had all the squirrels crawling inside to get the seeds out. So my wife made me throw them away. But, back to action here, hopefully, at Folt Stadium on the Stark Media Team Game of the Week. It is East Canton 0, Buckeye Trail 0. We're finally going to get a snap after about a 4-minute break in the action.
1:48 to play. Buckeye Trail comes out with deuces right. They got that tight end wing left. A quick reverse running right, and it's worked. And they got 9 yards out of that one. Great play there. We haven't seen that one yet. It was a good run.
And that was number 5 on the carry for
Jansen
Buckeye Trail.
Alloway.
Yep. So they did a little handoff there to the motion guy, did a little scissors action underneath with the handoff there, tried to run a counter back. East Canton did a pretty good job on it.
1:21 and counting here in the third quarter. We're at East Canton Folt Stadium. This is a Stark Media Game of the Week brought to you by Drew and Jeff Tyler. Yeah. Second down and 2. Got pairs left. Running back Perry off the left hip. Here's a snap, quick fake handoff, and he throws a quick throw, completed down to the 44-yard line, and he ran all the way down to the 36. Egan's all over the field, Drew. Great pass.
I'll tell you what,
catch.
If I'm the East Canton defense, they throw the ball. Just get to number 34 because that's who it's going to.
53 seconds left in the third quarter. Clock's running. Play clock at 24. 1st and 10. Buckeye Trail. They're taking their time getting this play in. They're they're finally down into East Canton's into their territory at the 37-yard line.
Second time tonight.
Pears right, tight end wing left, quick fake handoff again, and the quarterback keeps it, and he runs right. He made a guy miss. He got hit hard, kept his legs moving, got clear down to the 30-yard line. Going to be 2nd down and 2.
Yeah, that's just a little quarterback power, and it seems like Buckeye Trail's starting to lean on him a little bit now. East Canton talked to some of their coaches before the game. They were talking about the physicality of Buckeye Trail, and now they're starting to lean on him a little bit with that running game.
Charlie Perry saw some good sportsmanship there. He drilled a guy. He was down on the carpet, and he helped him get up, so that's good to see there. At the end of 3, folks, it's all zeros on the clock, all zeros on the score, 0-0 here at East Canton Fulton Stadium. We're going to have the 4th quarter coming up here very shortly as we flip the field. In the meantime, I'm going to thank C.H. Valos and Associates. If you want to quote, give them a call. They do home, auto, business, health, life insurance. They are at 330-494-2776. Also, Simon Says Promotions. They've got a ton of companies under there. And McNeil & Sons Tree Service. No job is too big. No job is too small. If you need anything in your yard cleaned up or anything you want them to come out and check it for safety reasons with some trees, they can do that. 330-606-1126. Spirit of Stark. They have sponsored our Red Zone. We're near the Red Zone here at about the 31-yard line once we come back.
They specialize in T-shirts. You need T-shirts, short notice, call Spirit of Stark. They can pump out 1,500 for you in one night. And our score updates have been brought to you by the Quarry Golf and Event Center. One of the best courses in Ohio. Only a few weeks left. Get down there. Enjoy the beautiful fall foliage. Keep it in the fairway, though, because you know when those leaves start falling, it's tough to find your ball in the rough.
That is, I think, the most beautiful course I've ever played, especially, like you said. I got to get down there quick because this time of year with the fall trees, it's just absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, another one that's nice to play in the fall is down Malvern area. Great trail.
Yeah.
Great trail's a fun one to play in the fall. So Buckeye Trail's driving here.
Back in action, we got Pears left, single back, tight end wing left, quick handoff to the quarterback. He kept it. He's running up the middle, and he got a 1st down Buckeye Trail. So Charlie Perry just kept it himself and went right off tackle.
No, the quarterback, that was Nick Newhart, right? Or they have Perry at quarterback there.
Yeah. So they went.
Yeah, it was. That was Perry at quarterback. Yeah. Now Newhart's back in the game. Pari. We apologize.
It's P-A-R-R-Y. Pari or Perry?
I
We're
know
not
we've
sure.
got some relatives listening. They showed up in the chat, so I'm going to say Pari. Jeff's going to say Perry, so one of us is right.
11:38 to play in the game. Quick fake handoff. Pari kept it himself, and he's running. I'm sorry, Newhart.
They look alike.
Yeah, they do.
Tall, lanky, long arms.
So there was no gain on that play. Newhart took it, kept it himself. 11:09 and counting. 2nd down, and it actually got 1. So 2nd down and 9 at the 29-yard line of East Canton. This is the furthest great trail that they've. It's a great trail. Yeah. Buckeye Trail has been down in their zone first time there.
If I'm Buckeye Trail, I come back to what I've had success on a couple times is going the trips out there, swinging the tailback out, and just throwing it to them in the flats.
Trips left. Running back off the left hip. He throws the ball, completed to the left side to Pari, and he got it. He made a guy miss, and he's just running hard, keeping his feet moving, trying to run over a whole swarm nest of hornets, and he got, 6 yards there?
How many times that happened so far this year, Jeff?
Drew, you're in the playbook. Somebody's listening to you.
They just ran the exact same play that I brought up. Kind of a tough spot, I think, for them. I think he was closer to 2 yards for the 1st down, but they're going to call it 3rd and 4 here. Just about 10 minutes to play in this game, and Buckeye Trail's trying to go in. Last time they were down here, they had a negative play. East Canton was able to hold. Not much of a kicking game for either team.
And they are in the Spirit of Stark red zone at the 19-yard line. 3rd down and 4, 9:57 to play, 3rd quarter. We got 2 running backs in this time. Quick handoff left. He's running to the right, and he got drilled. hard, but he ran through it, put his head down, leaned forward, got the first down, I believe. No signal yet.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, East Canton now is trying to get, they're starting to get pushed. They may want to come up with a little run pressure here on first down, try to put them in negative first down territory.
First down Warriors.
Sometimes when teams run the ball on you, you like to blitz on first down. Try to put them in those passing downs, a 2nd and 13, and then maybe a 3rd and 9, those types of things. So we'll see what East Canton does here.
So 9:40 left for Buckeye Trail in the fourth quarter. There's no score. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line of East Canton. You got to figure you're going to get a healthy dose of running between either Newhart or Pari, and it is Newhart running left.
The edge.
2 stiff arms, threw a guy down, got tackled out of bounds, got 5 yards on that, so it's going to be 2nd down and 5. And the clock is stopped this time. We haven't figured out the officials' way of doing things there yet, but the clock is stopped they're at the 10-yard line. They can get a first down. It's 2nd and 5 at the 10-yard line. Spirit of Stark red zone. Thanks for joining us, folks. You're listening to the Stark Media Game of the Week on YouTube with Drew and Jeff. Pears right, wing left, quick pull back to the quarterback, and he's got the ball, and he's got a guy on him immediately, tackled for no gain, maybe 1 yard. Going to bring up 3rd down and 4.
I'll tell you what, these next 2 plays are going to have a lot to do with who wins this game. As we said, you're listening to us on the Stark Media Team YouTube channel. Make sure you like this video, subscribe. We got videos coming out all week long. We've got a great show on Wednesday nights, High School Football Rewind. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And Buckeye Trail's in the huddle. Newhart's going to lead them out to the line of scrimmage. And like we said, it is 3rd and 4 at the East Canton 9-yard line.
So 8:41 to play here at the 9-yard line. Pears left, wing left. Quick handoff. The quarterback kept it again. He's running. He got pulled down from behind. Looked like a horse collar. No call. And he is not.
4th and 1.
He is short of the first. Going to be 4th and 1 at the 7-yard line in the Spirit of Stark red zone.
Maybe a half yard, 1 yard, half yard. It's going to be close. So huge 4th down for both teams here. You got to watch the hard count if you're East Canton. Don't jump off sides.
8:02 left. Drew is in his coach mode. We just heard the our coaches here for East Canton say the same thing Drew did. We've got Pears left, single back, under center, QB sneak up the middle. He got a first down, and he's still churning, trying to get more.
I mean, the receivers are jumping up and down.
Oh, and it looks like a fumble.
I don't know.
East Canton guys are saying it's a fumble, and it's their ball.
The officials are saying
but
that the ball's dead.
Nick Newhart came up with the ball in his hand, so it is a 1st and goal for the Warriors with 7:44 to play in the fourth quarter, in the whole game here. So they got the ball at the 4-yard line, packing it in here. We'll see what they do, come up with. First time he was under center, you got to figure he's going QB sneak because he hasn't been under center all night. 7:36 left to play.
And this is going to be a heavy dose of running the football, I think, inside the 5-yard line.
I would hope so, yes. Pears left, single, the quarterback keeps
Newhart.
it, runs right up the middle, and it's stopped short. It looked like he was going to get it. He had a hole.
And we got a late flag.
Now we've got a late flag, and I think that's going to be on Buckeye Trail. I'm not real sure.
Newhart's got his helmet off, so I'm not sure if he got his helmet ripped off at the end of the play there. But he's about down to the 2-yard line. So,
and Newhart's going to have to come out of the game unless it got ripped off, right? But his helmet comes off, he has to come out for a play, right?
Yeah, he does.
So we'll see if they enforce that. We've seen 2 games in a row where that happened. They didn't enforce it.
Yeah.
7:18 left to play here.
Did he come out of the game, or is he still in?
He's still in the game. No signal yet.
You said personal foul.
I didn't see who they said it was on. Is it on East Canton?
Oh, his helmet was off.
It must be on East Canton. Clock's running. They put the ball at the half-yard line, and it's first and goal. So it must have been on East Canton.
Maybe with the stoppage of play, they're saying he doesn't have to.
Parrott,
But it's going to be first down again.
you got to figure Newhart's just going right up the middle, and he did, and he got hit hard again and swarmed, and it is not a. He got maybe back to the line of scrimmage, so it's going to bring up second down and 1 or 2
I think he lost half a yard.
at the 2-yard line, and it is. The Hornets were ready for that one. They swarmed in on them pretty quick there. 6:50 left to play. This is obviously a huge possession with no score in the game yet. It's 0-0 here at East Canton Fulton Stadium. Second down and goal at the 2-yard line. Got Newhart and Pari in the backfield together. Pears left. Here's a quick snap, and he's running right, and he bounces it left, and he got drilled at the 1, and he still went forward, and it's touchdown Buckeye Trail Warriors. 6-0 Buckeye Trail with 6:27 to play in the game.
Huge drive there.
So we'll see if they do bring out the kicking team here. We haven't seen it yet, obviously. First score of the game, and they are going to attempt to kick.
So this drive started in the third quarter for Buckeye Trail.
Right. Cameron Smith, number 51, on for the kick, and he kicked it up, and he's down the middle.
Geez, they should have attempted one of those field goals before. He crushed that.
And we've got a couple guys down, hurt. They're getting up, though, and getting off the field, so it's 7-0.
After seeing that kick, you'll wonder why Buckeye Trail didn't try to kick the field goal earlier when they were down there.
Yeah, so, I mean, he had another 15 yards there on a leg, so they were pretty close to about that number. So to reset, it's 7-0 here, 6:27 to play in the game.
So that was a 7.5-minute drive by Buckeye Trail. They did not throw the ball past the line of scrimmage. They did have 2 passes. They were lateral.
Did a reverse?
Well, they were the bubbles.
Yeah.
And they did a reverse, and it was a lot of Newhart running the ball. And they're just leaning on this East Canton defense right now, and they are in control of this game. 7-0. You know, East Canton has had some opportunities on offense tonight. They've been in Buckeye Trail's territory all night, but hopefully they get a big play here on special teams for them. And if you're Buckeye Trail, this is not a time to give the momentum back. You know, kick this ball, deep and cover.
So Cameron Smith is on to kick off for Buckeye Trail. They do this little fake onside kick thing where they bunch everybody in together and they all run up together like they're going to do an onside, and then they stop, run back. Wonder if they actually have ever gone through with that.
I'm sure eventually they do.
So here's leather on leather. Here's a kick, and it's a deep kick down to the 10-yard line. It's muffed, picked back up, and he's running it back.
I don't know if his knee was down, but he got back up before he picked it up.
I agree. He muffed it. He went down to one knee, stood up, picked the ball up. The official said his knee was down when he had the ball in his possession. So now East Canton's got 6:23 left to go, 90 yards to tie this game up.
Yeah, I think if you're East Canton here, run the quarterback. I mean, that's been your most successful thing tonight. The younger running backs who are in relief of Jake McCullough have not been able to get much going. Just lead them up through the hole. Let Brennan Betts, who's your best player right now, lead you to victory. Also, number 10, Schrader has had a good game. Toby Schrader out at receiver. Try to get him the ball. But you've got plenty of time. 6.5 minutes to go. Still got 3 timeouts. And see if you can just be efficient on one drive tonight.
So we got Betts in the backfield, running back off the right hip, single left, trips right, running back in motion out of the backfield. Betts keeps it himself. He's got some room to run, and he got about 5 yards on that one. Taken down pretty quickly.
Yep, design quarterback run there. They wrapped around, blocked down, wrapped around the guard.
6:12 to play. Clock's running. Like you said, they got plenty of time to go this distance. They got 3 timeouts left. Second down and 6. We'll see how aggressive they want to get at this point, but you just got to move the change. Just bear down, win the line of scrimmage war here, and just move the change. We got Pears left, Pears right. Running back is still Dylan Anderson off the right hip of Betts. Quick drop back, looking right, rolling back to his right. Throws right, sidearm, great throw, great catch, completed at the 19-yard line. Out of bounds, but the clock is still running. He's short of the first down. It's going to be 3rd down and 1.
I don't know how
I think
they wind that clock. I mean, he caught the ball diving out of bounds, kept his feet in, and his body falls out of bounds. But, hey, clock's running, 3rd and 2.
Interesting. Maybe you need to get a clarification from somebody on this one. 5-12 and counting, 3rd and 2. This is huge. Absolutely huge that they convert this here. Pairs left, pairs right, single back. Anderson back there with Betts. Betts in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Quick handoff to Anderson up the middle. He got drilled, but I think he got the first down. He got hit real hard, spun off of that, but got the first.
You know, if you're East Canton on offense right now and you're running the ball, they're giving you, when you go 2-by-2, you're still getting 4 men in the box. But when you go 3-by-1, you've only got 6 men in the box. So I think the trips look is a better look to run out of right now. But they got enough for the first down there, and they'll keep going.
Clock is now running, 4:45 to play, 1st and 10. East Canton subbing folks in. It's 1st and 10 on their own 20. They got to go 80 yards here. They're down 7-0. They break the huddle, and they're all blues. Sweet-looking color rush uniforms. Pairs right, pairs left. Anderson off the left hip of Betts. He drops back, and he's looking deep. He's got all kinds of pressure up the middle. He avoided the sack, took off running, and he's trying to juke and jive, and he went left, got hit hard again, and after all of that, it's a loss of 2, and it's going to be 2nd down and 12. Good sportsmanship again with showing guys helping each other up.
Yeah, you know, see. Buckeye Trails brought at least 5 every single time he drops back. Not much protection there.
Without Betts being as athletic as he is, he would have been 8 yards deep on that sack. So 3:53 to play. Clock running, 2:13. 2nd down and 13. East Canton's got to put a drive together here with the clock winding quickly. Trips left, single right. Anderson off the left hip again of Betts. Quick drop back. He's looking left in the flats. He's got nothing. He's got a clean pocket. All day to throw. Threw a bullet. Completed first down for East Canton. That was number 9, Chaney Stubblefield again.
That's a huge, huge conversion there. They've run that play a couple times tonight. It's the first time they've been able to complete it, I think.
So great conversion. 1st and 10. They put the ball down. They go winding the clock now. It's 3:19 and counting. East Canton at their own 30-yard line. So now the clock is getting to be a problem for them here. They're going to need to speed up and get some yardage here quickly.
Chunks.
We've got pairs right, single left. Now we got 2 running backs in the backfield with the shotgun. Quick handoff the left-hand side, and they ran up, and they got 3 yards, 4 yards tackled, and they were
wrestling.
They were wrestling for that ball there. Going to bring up 2nd down and 6 for East Canton with 2:49 and counting. I don't know, Drew. They're going to need to start throwing the rock here. They got 2:43 and counting. Haven't used any of their timeouts. They got 3 timeouts left. They're taking all day to get this play in. They just ran an awful lot of time off the clock. 2.5 left yet. Pairs left, deuces right. Single backfield, drops back quick, looks to the flats, nothing. More pressure, and he just took a sack at the 25-yard line. Going to bring up now 3rd down and 14. Got to figure there's a timeout happening here for Coach Spider, and it is. 2:26 to play. They're at their own 25-yard line. They got to go 75 yards. They're down 7-0 once we resume play here. C.H. Vallis and Associates, located at 1302 South Main Street in North Canton. They specialize in home, auto, life insurance, and all financial needs. Give them a call at 330-494-2776. By the end of the night here, we're going to announce the finally here Ohio player of the game. I've got an idea thus far, but we're going to see what happens here the last possession.
So far, you know, it's got to be probably on East Canton side, Brennan Betts or number 30, Lucas McCauley, you know, good defensive game. And then on, you know, Buckeye Trail side, it's Newhart. It was all Newhart that last drive running the ball. And Pari's had a great game as well. Offense, defense, chewing up a lot of yards. So it's probably between those two.
Well, don't forget about Cohen Egan. He's
Cohen Egan's had some nice plays,
broke
too.
up a lot of plays. He had a couple good catches all over the field. There's a lot of, especially at this level of football, you see a lot of players playing both ways. Got the Swiss Army type of player all over the place.
And that's been Pari tonight. I mean, he's been all over the field on defense.
And he's a tall kid. I don't think it's set on our roster how tall he is, but he looks like he's about
He's gotta be
6'5", 6'6".
No, he's maybe here, up here. He's probably 6'2", 6'3" is my guess.
Everybody else is just that much shorter, I guess.
So we've got that empty set coming out for East Canton now. The bunch to the one side and the twins to the other.
Drew just called BS on my height evaluation there. All good. 2 minutes and 16 left in the game. It's 3rd and 15. East Canton has 2 timeouts left. Empty backfield, trips left, deuces right.
Huge play. They need to get half of it back. Man, that should be a false start on East Canton, but they're not going to call it.
Quick drop back, quick bubble pass, incomplete. Again, another drop ball on an open receiver.
He catches that. They've got
blockers.
Cohen Egan hooked out there. He's got room to run. He's got the whole sideline in front of him. He's got to be able to catch the ball. It's his 3rd drop of the game there.
So now this is pretty much going to be the game here. This is going to be the play. They got to convert this. It's 4th and 15. They're on their own 25-yard line with 2.5 to play. What do you dial up here, Drew?
Well, I think the middle of the field's, the safety's, over to the trip side more. So maybe run the slot man vertical and run the post underneath from the number 1 receiver to the 2 receiver side. Because, if you run number 3 vertical up the hash, the safety's going to jump over on top of it. So, run number 1 to the 2 receiver side on a post, run number 2 up the hash, kind of maybe hit that hole right there at about 10 yards and see if he can run for the first down. We'll see if Buckeye Trail, goes to a too high look here and tries to make an adjustment.
We do have a scoring update for you. At the end of 3, it is Hoover 31, Green 13, and also Jackson 21, Central 14 with 2 minutes left.
Let's try to get some update on those IVC scores for everybody out there. Like we said before, Strasburg was given Newcomerstown a game, and we will update you that right now. And not anymore. It is Newcomerstown 44, Strasburg 14.
So they ran away with it.
Yep.
So like we said, Drew, you do a rewind every week with Jim Ballard. Jim Ballard played in the NFL. He's in the College Hall of Fame. Heck of a quarterback. You guys got one more week to do the rewind. And then
we're going to do a massive playoff preview show for Stark County. So really excited about that. But here's the game. 4th down, 14 to go. East Canton. They're going to go 1 back in the backfield for protection, 3-by-1.
Quick drop back. He drops back. He's looking deep. He's got pressure, and he's not throwing the ball. He's just running around looking for something. And he got sacked at his own 16-yard line. Got to let that ball go somewhere. He just kind of was looking downfield, didn't see anything, was jumping around, avoiding the pressure, and there was just too much there of Buckeye Trail all over him. Turnover on downs. Buckeye Trail's going to take over at the 16-yard line in the red zone right away.
Yeah, right when the receivers both crossed paths at them and about the 10 yards downfield, there was some opportunity there that he could have thrown the ball, but his feet weren't set. So when he scrambles, he puts his shoulders parallel to the line of scrimmage, and he's no longer in a position to throw the ball. So he's got to learn to keep that front shoulder pointing upfield so he's always ready to throw. But Buckeye Trail's going to take over here, see if they can run out the clock. East Canton has 1 timeout left with 2 minutes, 14 seconds. Buckeye Trail Warriors 7, East Canton Hornets 0.
And Buckeye Trail's going to take a timeout.
Gives us one last time to thank all of our sponsors, C.H. Vallis and Associates. Call them at 330-494-2776 or visit them online at chvallisinsurance.com. Simon Says Promotions over there in Massillon. McNeil & Sons Tree Service. Call them 330-606-1126. Kishman's Fresh Market down there in Minerva and Malvern. The Spirit of Stark. You can visit them at spiritofstark.com. Screen printing T-shirts. They do a great job. It's real high quality stuff. The Quarry Golf Club and Event Center, one of the best courses in Ohio. Top-notch event center. You know, we're losing courses and event centers, so give them a call if you're looking. St. Joe's Senior Living over in Louisville. Ben Wallenberg's Chocolates and Fresh Roasted Nuts in Canton. And Leathernecks Nation. And here in a second, we will name the FinallyHereOhio.com player of the game.
We do have a update on Fairless 42, Triway 0.
Ooh.
And we got a quick hard snap, and it's an offside. East Canton's offside, so
not ideal there for the Hornets.
Not how you wanted to start this probably final possession. So now it's 1st and 5 in the Spirit of Stark red zone at the 15-yard line. Number seven now, Charlie Parry is in the backfield with quarterback
Newhart. Newhart's going to keep it right up the middle. He's running hard like he has been all night.
And it looks like he got the first down there, and if he did, they probably, well, now the clock's not running.
Listen to this score right now. It is Orrville 34, Canton South 21 with 10 minutes to go in the fourth.
What is going on in the Pac-7? It's very similar to the Federal, huh? Mm-hmm. Everybody's beating everybody. So that was a first down. It's 1st and goal now, 2 minutes left in the game. They can't quite kneel on it yet, but just about. Taking their time with 10 seconds left on the play clock. Here's a quick snap. He's running off tackle, and he's bouncing it outside, and he got hit, made a guy miss, clear down to the 5-yard line. So it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 5. Nick Newhart was on that run. You got to figure that's going to keep happening, but it looks like East Canton took another timeout. So I think that is their final timeout. It is their final timeout. They're down 7-0. So they got to just get in there and get after this ball. Got to make something happen. They can't kneel on it yet. Actually, they're not going to be able to kneel on it at all because, they're clear down here in the red zone. They've got on the 6-yard line. 2nd down and goal at the 6. And my update on the score for Fairless was incorrect. I got a corrected one. It's 42-14. Fairless over Triway still.
Yeah, give those Titans the credit they're due, Jeff. Jeez.
No, can't do that. I know you coached there, but
I was the head coach there, and pretty successful. Really liked the people down there at Triway.
1:23 to play. It's 2nd and goal from the 6.
Another score update. It's North Canton Hoover 38, Green 13.
And they are going to be able to run the clock out now. They are just in victory formation. Here's a snap, and they drop it down.
It should be a penalty because Parry's backpedaling as he was lining up at tailback when they snapped the ball, but officials want to get out of here, I guess.
So 1:11, that's going to just about do it. We're going to have at least one more snap. But, Drew, they can't run this out. Because it's third and 10. They can't run the clock out here. There's a difference. So they're going to have to either punch it in or just maybe run the 3rd down and then maybe just do one of those 4th down, get the ball, run around, scramble, throw it away.
He's going to take a timeout with a couple seconds left. Yeah, some poor clock management here by Buckeye Trail. You got to just keep running the ball. Just to, even taking a knee, doesn't really help you. It is 3rd down. The play clock the game clock is not going to start now until the snap.
So after this play, let's assume that they're going to do victory again. They kneel it down. There's going to be 11 seconds left.
It could be a 40-second play clock from the end of the play. So it should be enough.
How does that work?
So a couple years ago, they went 40 seconds from the end of the previous play, or if it's something that goes out of bounds or it's a penalty or a dead ball or a timeout, they will go 25 seconds on the play clock. So after a play in bounds, it should be a 40-second play clock to finish the game.
So this will be the last play of the game then here. Victory formation. They didn't get it and take a knee, and they fly in there. East Canton flies in there, try to make something happen, and you are correct, Drew. It was 40 seconds on the game clock, play clock. 20 seconds and counting. That's going to do it here in East Canton, Fultz Stadium. Your final is Buckeye Trail Warriors 7, East Canton Hornets 0. This has been the Stark Media YouTube Game of the Week with Drew Sarachman and Jeff Tyler. We'll go through a few things here. I think we first got to just figure out, finally here, Ohio.com player of the game. I'm going to rush down there and try to get some photos.
I don't know. My vote is number 7, Charlie Parry. Obviously, Newhart had a great game on the ground. Charlie Parry put them in position with some big plays on offense. He had multiple plays over 15 yards. He had at least 15 tackles on defense that I was keeping track of. And then just to recap this game, it's just, when appreciate you guys. Unfortunately, when Jake McCullough went out, they just don't have they've got so much youth at running back at East Canton, and they struggled to run the ball from there. They had a ton of missed opportunities. They had guys open all day. They had a bunch of drops, a couple passes that were not on the mark. So this is going to be a tough one to swallow for East Canton. Definitely disappointing. They had an opportunity with a winnable game here to put themselves in the playoffs. And now they're going to have to do it against Malvern next week if they want to make it. They were 0-5 on fourth down and 0-6 fourth down in this game.
Yeah.
Buckeye Trail really had nothing going except for that one drive that they had, and they're going to win now and have a chance, even at 3-6, to have a chance at a tie for the IVC North. They're going to take on Newcomerstown next week, and if they beat them, they tie for first place.
Wow.
So
you figured East Canton needs one more win to get into the playoffs, right? So who they play next week?
They got Malvern next week, that rivalry game. It's going to be a tall task, especially if Jake McCullough is unable to play. But this East Canton team's got some youth. They've got some senior guys playing. Brennan Bentz is a junior. He's got to do some things to shore up his game, but he shows a lot of heart out there. These East Canton kids played hard all night. One kid, like I said, who stood out to me was number 30. What was his name here? I got the...
Oh, number 34.
East Canton.
Number 30 was Lucas McCauley.
Lucas McCauley on defense was all over the field, running, making tackles. Unfortunate end of the game here for East Canton, but hats off to Buckeye Trail. They don't get anything going all night, but they just keep competing and come away with the win. So final score here from Fultz Stadium in East Canton. We appreciate everyone tuning in. It is Buckeye Trail Warriors 7, East Canton Hornets 0. You were listening to the Stark Media Team YouTube stream game of the week. Make sure you like this video. Give us a subscribe. It's free to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
We do have a final now. Jackson 21 over Central Catholic 14.
That sounded like it was a good game as well. So for Drew Sarachman and Jeff Tyler, we are signing off. Everybody have a great week.
We'll see you next week, folks.
See you next week and a safe weekend.